Sup? Oh, no. What's up, fellas and fellows? If you are curious about the big announcement happening in maybe an hour, be sure to type exclamation point announcement. Dutch Bros is down. God damn it, Fummy. I don't pay you to tank my stock. 2 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much, Coconut, for the 5-year subscription. I really appreciate it, man. It is a long, long, long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why are people freaking out? I've never heard that sound before.
All hail the Sheep King. I'm watching this while playing my favorite game, Peglin.
Whole lot of
Have
porn
you heard
addicts
of it before,
adding themselves right now.
Etc, etc.
Whole lot of porn addicts accidentally revealing their weird tendencies, and we're all judging you, okay?
Hey Doug, really enjoy your Peggle streams. I was wondering if you've played a game called Peglin.
I sure have.
It's a roguelike with Peggle mechanics I think you'd have fun with.
I don't like it. I can see that you know that I don't like it. You say, oh, you have played it.
Oh? You have played it?
I have, yeah.
You respect what the devs are doing, but it just doesn't do anything for you.
Yes.
You got no real enjoyment out of it like you do with Peggle.
Yeah.
My bad. You must get this question a lot.
I do appreciate that you know exactly my feelings on Peglin. Yo. Welcome in. Announcements. Join the welcome, Crafted. Thanks for the 5 years, man. That is an extremely long time and a ton of support. I appreciate it. The boss. Coxie, thank you for the 5 years.
Doug,
thank you so much.
Etc, etc.
I appreciate it very much, Coxie. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, man. God damn, 5 years is it's crazy. It's so long.
Can you deal me weed? My normal dealer got arrested.
Just go buy it in a store. This is America, presumably. Actually, I don't know. Look, I'm assuming you live exactly where I live.
Characters
Okay?
be an artificer. They're so complicated it would be a disaster. Affectionate, etc, etc.
Yeah, look, today, there's important things on the docket today, okay? Number 1.
Oh no,
Cinema
Doug
Code
is
update.
live. He's forcing us all to watch again, chat. He's sent Barry to duct tape my eyelids open.
Crafted, thank you.
D.
First stream of it was Breath of the Wild Eventide. Man. The olden days. Eventide
Doug,
Island,
what sound
Skyrim,
are we talking about?
One Health.
Also, what's POW and what does the sound have to do with it?
I've never heard this sound before. I just thought it was a cool, interesting sound.
Hey, Doug, have
I'm not
the
sure what
bold
everybody else is
jokes
talking
lessened
about.
a little since Ludwig ruined himself?
No, they have not. You see, when a joke has nothing to do with reality, it doesn't matter if reality changes.
Hey, Doug. Would you ever do a VR stream? Also, I'm making some mozzarella sticks. Do you want some?
Nah, I don't like mozzarella sticks. Sorry. If you want to unsubscribe because of that, I understand.
Hi, chat. Hi, streamer.
I might at some point. I did a long time ago, like 5 years ago. I did VR streams, a couple. It's just hard. It's just very difficult to stream
Hey,
compared to normal stuff.
People saying you enjoy pegging, you do, but I don't think that's TOS.
Not yet. We're working on TOS. Okay. Agenda today. Cinema Code. I gotta update this. I realized I've been doing it a stupid way. I'm gonna change
Doug,
it.
you can't do that. As soon as I heard the drum beat, I started to JO furiously. Everyone on the subway was so mad at me, and it's your fault. Please be more sensitive.
So you've Pavloved yourself that if you hear the Pornhub sound, you immediately start jerking off. You need to create space.
Doug, I just got
between
5
having
teeth
thoughts
pulled
and
today.
acting. You need to have
Brush your
you need to have a gap.
kids. Anyways, just wanted to say hello.
Oof, that was brutal. Sorry, man. Big announcement. Oh my goodness, pause champ. Wow, incredible. And then D&D
Hello,
character
Doug.
creation.
Have you
which will
ever
probably be like 2 hours.
considered doing an AI invasion where it's 2 groups surviving on a deserted island, one led by you, one led by chat?
I have not, and that is a really good idea. I'm going to steal it, and I'm not going to give you credit, Sphinx. I'm going to say this was my idea. It had nothing to do with Sphinx.
Doug, long-time listener, 24th time chatter.
And I'm going to delete the footage,
I've been
so
busy
nobody
with
will know
work
it was
and
you.
training to run a marathon, so I haven't seen a stream in a while. Did you ever add the command/channel point reward for a 1 in 6 chance to ban you?
No, I should do that.
I need my Russian pew-pew.
Maybe we do that
Every time I
today.
have to ask, there is a 1 in 6 chance I spawn behind you next stream. Alright, bye Doug, I love you, etc etc.
Did I just say Sphinx? I'm sorry, it's Sphinx. Sapphic. I didn't mean to make your name sound like
Hey
Sphincter.
chat, hope your day has been great. Oh Doug, didn't see you there.
What's up?
Did anyone tell you that you can rearrange the letters in Glouders to spell Douglas? What the fuck are the odds?
That's a crazy coincidence. The word TOS is banned? Why do we have so many weird banned words?
I've
We
been
gotta, like,
getting over
purge.
the flu this week. I could
We gotta
finally go
purge
to
all.
work
There's
on
so
Monday.
many banned words that
I
make
woke
no
up late,
sense. I
sliced
genuinely
my
want to purge
foot
all of
open,
them.
ran to the bathroom where I was stuck on the toilet, vomiting into the tub, and standing in a puddle of my blood. I then went to work. The reality is you've been bald for 5 years, Doug. We've been trying to get you to come to terms with your hair loss.
I have no idea why most
Grief
words
is a
mean.
powerful thing. You're still in a state of denial.
I mean, Seventh,
Alright,
just
bye Doug, I love you.
if you just remove them all right now, Seventh, but without me explicitly saying it, I remove all the shit that had nothing.
I like
okay.
this little chime. It plays on my favorite porn website. You can always find some nice interesting things there. There is everything for everyone.
I feel like every stream now I see a word that's being blocked and then I'm calling attention to it and then people want to spam it. I think we just gotta purge and we'll re-add them as needed, you know what I mean? Because at this point I have no idea why most of these words are blocked and then it causes confusion and just draws even more attention to it. I think we're overdue for a purge. We can do that. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Yes. Okay, I know now people are gonna start saying it. But Squid 1, why is that blocked? Yoshikage Kira, why is that blocked? These are so random. I mean, okay, this one, I get. Fucking bitch, I get it. Organism. When did these all become I feel like we should time out people who are spamming these things rather than just banning the word. I mean, genuinely, you guys know what's effective with modding much better than I do, but... because it's the squid emote. Yeah, okay, that actually makes sense. All right, my point was immediately proven. You guys understand this better than I do. Organism was for the orgasm bit. Oh, right, okay. I truly do not remember almost any of these. In general,
Doug,
though, I
can
think
we
can
make a
purge most of
D&D
them.
character who is just a talking crab? I think that would be very productive. Hey Doug, I forgot to
We will put it up
congratulate
to
you
you
on
guys.
your pregnancy last stream. Congrats.
Thank you. As they say in Sicily, that's a delicious pregnaziano. Okay.
What's up, shit king? Are we still on strike? Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Absolutely not. That is one that will... Again, I think we can do less block terms and more just
Hey
fucking
Ludwig,
ban people who
this
are
is
being
awkward.
annoying.
I thought it was a Doug stream. Way to steal his haircut. Congrats on your gingivitis.
Ah, bald. Do you guys know that other people in the world are bald? Has anybody told... Bald guy.
I missed the last stream
Oh
and
my
don't
God,
want to watch the
he's
VOD.
bald.
Can
That
you
guy
please
is also
recap
bald.
the entire
Does
thing
anybody
from start to finish?
realize this?
Spare no detail. I have all day.
Okay. I have a
Can
fun
we get a
compromise.
Warlock please patron is Twitch chat? Or chat?
Okay. Blocked term, deleted blocked term, fuck thy Timu. How is...
Wait, whoa!
What was the situation that caused this?
Wait, whoa!
Timu bad. Fuck Timu. Wait, that's not even Timu, that's Timo. Isn't that a League of Legends character? Tuck Fimu. Okay, I will say I'm gonna do a fun little thing here that everybody loves. If you do take this as an opportunity to just spam relentless spam, particularly the strike shit, I will just ask, or I'll do it myself. I will just permaban you. That's not like a funny haha one. That's really, really obnoxious. So just a heads up, unblocking a term doesn't mean you won't get banned if you're an asshole. Which I feel like is common fucking sense, but some people seem to be like, oh, the term isn't unblocked. I guess all the rules are now gone. It's like, no, dude. Everyone is spamming fuck Timu. But why do we need to block that? People spam things all the time. That's what I don't... When did we cross the threshold where we needed to block it? I don't know.
Hey Doug, is it just me, or are you really short? I've seen the videos and photos of you next to other people and you look short. How high are you in reality?
Who are you talking about? I am short next to Failboat, which is unfortunate because I'm like pictured with him a fair amount. But he's giant. He's a giant man.
Be careful, Doug. If that sound gets played 3 times, it summons NSFW. So you will break the Twitch rules and get banned.
That's true. When hundreds of thousands of people are spamming it, it's easier to block it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What if you made one character a kenku that can
I
only
always
use
permaban
phrases or
people caught
words that
striking.
other chatters
Good.
have used?
We must union bust. I don't know, what is a kenku? Look, we'll get into the we'll get
is
into
the big announcement
the
that you are
character stuff.
pregnant?
It is
All right, by Doug.
probably not that. It's actually the gender reveal. No, it's actually not about that thing. I don't know when
do we get to play Douglas and Dragons? Also, I heard you like Peglin. Do you recommend it?
Nothing is... I can't think of a single thing worse in the history of humanity than the game Peglin.
Hey Doug, did you say
I'm not
big
exaggerating.
announcement? Is the announcement massive?
It's an announcement. Okay, here's the announcement. You can probably guess what it is just based on this. This is actually so funny. At least to me. Okay, artifact announcement reaction. Years ago, 7 years ago, at the International, which is the big Dota 2 competition, okay? This is a massive tournament at the end of the year for Dota, massively popular game. Valve announces that they are making a new game, okay? And they release a trailer. They're releasing it at the convention. And everybody's like, holy shit, Valve never makes new games. What's it gonna be? And they have these cool visuals and they put it all up. And they're like, oh my god, a new game from Valve. And then... it's a fucking card game. Everybody's like, oh god damn it, Valve, make something that's good. So you guys might have that reaction when I announced the massive announcement. I'm excited for it. That's what matters. It's not a card game. That would be too on the nose. What do you think it is? Get your predictions into the chat. We'll do a prediction for this, but after I've already announced it, and then you just... we'll do honor system if you bet did you or did you not get it correct. So everybody get your prediction in now, okay? It's Artifact 2.
Hey Doug, it's me. I wanted to update you on my ejaculatory affair.
Thank God!
I'm happy to share that
I have
taking
been
a break
wondering.
from cranking the wild hog, plus a good diet and meditation, are the key to the oozy lusciousness. Speaking of which, are you still on keto?
I have not
Bye, Doug,
been on keto for a few months.
etc.
And I'm doing fairly well. Good enough that I'm gonna keep not being on keto for now. I'm like kind of lower carb.
I can trade out the mozzarella sticks for garlic cheese bread.
OnlyFans page,
Would you
no.
prefer that instead? Or if you want to tell me to make something, I'll do it. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Someone said new girlfriend. The idea, I like never talk about my personal life, and the idea that I would make a, like, guys, huge announcement, and then I'm just like, oh, my sister got married, you guys! And we all like pog and go crazy for like innocuous personal life updates. Why would that be the big announcement? Congrats. No. D-Face's sister got married. My sister is taken, guys, by a husband and now a child. You have a lot of competition to go up against if you want to marry into my family. Or you marry my brother. I don't know which would be harder as a task.
Hi Doug, Would you consider streaming on YouTube for any streams in the next week, so those participating in the Amazon blackout can still watch live? Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
I'm sorry, no. There's too many things at play for me doing this. I think if I was really invested in the Amazon blackout, I would do that. I'm not even aware of what that is. So at least right now, I apologize, I can't commit to that. But, I mean, one thing you can do is not watch on Twitch. Or not sub on Twitch. Or not, like, donate on Twitch. And then only watch YouTube bots. That would be a legitimate way to, if you still want to support my channel, to not give any revenue to Twitch, if you want to do that. Or maybe you hate me now. I don't know. Whatever your cup of tea. But, yeah.
We back for another work stream. Let's hope we don't screw up any orders today, Lima.
Are you even allowed to say that? Yeah. I don't know. You guys can watch on YouTube.
Hey,
you don't have to watch here.
Can we have a shareholders meeting soon to plan our jokes for the next quarter?
Please just say the announcement.
And maybe our employee Doug can be involved.
It hasn't.
Etc.
It hasn't been Sorry, that was a spoiler. Not that it's being posted, but it's not. It doesn't exist yet. The thing to announce. The thing will be announced soon-ish. Sometime. So just pause, champ, and stay like on edge. Like you're kind of anxious. Like something is about to happen. Like at any point, somebody might like burst into the room. Just kind of be on edge and be physically and emotionally uncomfortable for anywhere from 45 to 60 more minutes. Okay, but main thing, yeah, agenda. I gotta update cinema code. Specifically, make it so I can press a button to reset the cinema option. So I want to do this. This is legitimately a 5-minute coding adventure, probably less. Maybe it's time for the big announcement after that. And then D&D character creation. Okay, so if you have not seen it, we're behind on YouTube videos, as you might have noticed. We are going to be making a big YouTube video out of the previous Dungeons & Dragons AI roguelike campaign. We're going to do another stream of it, because I made all these cool maps. But what I want to do is make the characters on today's stream, because that's like a 2 or 3 hour process. And then on a future stream, we'll actually do the adventure. So today is character creation. And then the future stream will be the actual campaign. And that is the plan. I was going to stream longer today and do a big old thing, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm pooped. I've like kind of worn out today. So instead, sorry, we're gonna do a slightly shorter stream. There's just been a bunch of other things I've been working on. But hey, maybe it'll be back to normal next week. Who knows? I'm sure this will be the week that I'm finally back to normal. Anyways.
To my dearest Doug, with deepest regret, I must inform thee that, against all odds and my own most calculated gamble, I have survived the surgeon's blade, yet in doing so, I have doomed myself to financial ruin most absolute. What coin I did wager upon mine own demise is lost, a curse upon your house and may all your crops fail.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of deserve that. Okay, what I want to do...
Doug is finally noticing the censorship he's inflicted upon us. Literally 1847.
I'm not even aware of what the censorship is.
Hey,
there have been all
Dog,
these hidden
how
rules
much for
I
a
wasn't
dime
aware
bag
of.
of your forearm hair? Asking for a friend.
What is a dime bag in this case? 10 grams of my hair? That feels like a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep
Just
it FR.
finished the latest VODs and Doug, who the hell puts butter on a toast and then toasts it?
It was an example.
Are you a psychopath?
It was an example. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna teach you guys how to code. Who here is ready to program?
I'm an organism donor.
If you have been interested in learning how to program, I have great news. Today is the day we are gonna learn together! Okay, so what this code does is it is a Python script that connects to my Twitch chat using the twitch.io module. And once it's connected to the channel, it then has a handle cinema. Oh, right. It has this function called handle cinema. This function happens every single time we receive a message from Twitch chat. So every single one of your messages are jammed into this code, and now I can do whatever I want with it, whatever nefarious scheme, including like banning you and shit. That's where that stuff comes from. And then, in this particular case, what it's doing is it's saying, if your message is just the word cinema, then we're going to increase the cinema count, saying this is the number of cinemas that have been said recently. And if that cinema count gets above a certain cinema threshold, which currently is 30 cinemas, then you will achieve a cinema moment, and it will create a task on another thread called Trigger Cinema Event, which will go down here, and it will use OBS WebSockets Manager to control my stream, and it will make the cinema guy appear on stream and then turn him off, and he will fade out. It will also play a loud noise. Excellent. That's how the cinema code works. What I would like to do is that, so it only can happen once every 5 minutes, right? 6 minutes? Why is it 6 minutes? 360 seconds is 6 minutes, right? Why did I make it that? Whatever. So like right now, if I do this, if I run it, right, and you guys are cinemaing, it'll hit the cinema thing, and then it's on cooldown now. We're in a refractory period for 360 seconds. What I would like to, I still want that to be the case, because I don't want you guys spamming this nonstop, but I would like to, if a moment is particularly cinematic, be able to press a key on my keyboard and then it resets the timer. So that way you can cinema again. I don't know if you've noticed this, but frequently if I want you guys to be able to cinema again, I'll just be doing something on screen and then you'll just see this window pop up and I have to like drag it out of the way. and that's just, and often by the end of the stream, like last stream, there was like 4 or 5 of these open that were all doing the exact same thing. Yeah, with somebody with keen eyes might have noticed the giant black box appearing every time that the cinema thing happens. So the way you generally want to, oh my god, why did that happen? Weren't we past cooldown? Oh right, because I started a new one. So in general, the way to approach a problem with programming is that you hit Control A. This selects all of the code. Okay. Now you hit Control L. This pulls up Cursor, the AI, and you say, "Hey, Dad, I forgot how to program. I want to adjust this code so that there's another thread that listens to keyboard inputs, and if I press numpad 9, then the, let's see, cooldown, then the cooldown on the cinema code should reset so that the cinema can activate again. Can you please do all of this for me and I don't have to do any programming or think about this myself at all?" And then you hit enter. And this is one of the hard parts about programming. What you got to do now is wait for up to several seconds, and then it'll say, "Oh yeah, this is what you do," and don't even read it. Just go here and click apply, and now it'll put all of that into your code. Yeah, sure. Oh, okay, something with the cool, I don't know. It's creating a task or something down here. I'm not exactly sure. And then you hit check, that applies the changes. And so now you hit F5 and you run it, and you see if it works. And there's an error. And that's how you program. But then generally the next step is you do something like this. You say, you do a Control K. I don't understand. And then you tell the program, I don't understand what's going on. There's a big red box with scary text. I'll copy and paste it to you. And then you paste the thing in. You hit enter. And then it changes, and you say, okay, click Control and accept, and now you run it. And that's how you program. Uh-oh. Unironically, I could have done this myself, and it would work, because I do know how to do this. And as funny as this bit is, like, it is actually not fucking working. You don't need an async, you can just make it, okay. I am debating, this is the fun part about AI vibe programming, is that now I have to decide, do I want to just restart and do this myself? Or do I want to continue trying to get it to fix itself and potentially get deeper into a rabbit hole, which is not working? Hold on, there's another way. I'm going to look at, okay, I'm going to go fucking look at the right way to do this in some of my other code. Full send.
Damn,
but I already
why are we banning JoJo villains now?
I love holes, but I know how to do this. I mean, I have
Look
my
at
other
all
code.
these pics of Doug.
Okay, fine. We're asking again. Still not working.
Hey Doug,
No, don't put
I've
in a
been
try
watching your
catch.
videos
That
for a
doesn't-
long time and this is my first
No.
time sending a TTS.
No, reject.
I
This is
appreciate
bad.
what you do and your content
thank
helps
you,
me
Ben.
while at work. BTW, I think it would be a lot of fun to have Neapolitan as a villain for the Dungeons and Dragons stream.
Oh,
Bye,
dude, we could
love
just make
you.
Napoleon. That'd be awesome. Not even a villain, just a hero. Okay, a try catch for people who don't know programming is just like, try this thing, and then if it doesn't work, print and say that it didn't work. That doesn't fix it. That just handles it not working. But if it doesn't work ever, that doesn't help. I mean, it's stuck, dude. We gotta fucking... Okay, I'm looking at my other code. Let's do like here, my text-to-speech program. Keyboard. There, we do this. If keyboard is pressed. That's the same code. Why isn't this working? Numpad. Is it num? Wait, I feel like it's num9. NUM9. If keyboard is pressed num9. Is this what? This should work. What is going on? This is how I don't what? I'm confused. What if keyboard is pressed? Am I dumb? Let's do 9. Or like plus. Let's do plus. What? Okay, so it's literally just okay.
Doug, how has being bald affected your blonde lifestyle? Common sense isn't so common on the internet, Doug, etc. etc.
Numpad 9 isn't supported? Oh. I thought I could have sworn it was. Is it num space
Hey
9?
chat, get ready
I've
for a
used
massive
it.
announcement.
It's
We're going
not
low on
space time.
details right now, but trust me, it's going to be a total taker of excitement before we hit the big reveal. Prepare to fad into something amazing. I can only imagine what the announcement is gonna be.
Is that code? What are you saying? I don't. It's just num9. Okay. Well, anyway, can I get a bunch of you guys to spam cinema, please? It would actually help me if you spam. You should read the documentation. No, it's funnier to ask an AI who clearly doesn't know what's going on. Okay, so right now we are now in the refractory period. We are in a cooldown, so you can't hit the cinema thing for another. Thank you, T. You can't hit cinema for another freaking 6 minutes. But if I press plus, it should now hit this code. It says it sets the cooldown, cinema count is 0, and now if we continue, you can immediately hit it again. Okay, that's cool. So now I can, if I want to, press a button and reset it. That doesn't mean it instantly slams the guy, but it means you. Oops. It means you guys can now make him happen again. Does keyboard module allow control click to read its code? Oh, you mean in here? Well, at any rate, I think it's just, I don't know why I was wrong. I'm pretty sure it's just num9. Num space 9. Do you use an AI because you only learned how to use punch cards back at Berkeley? You too, T. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let me blare loud music at you guys. Oh, yeah. All right, quick test. Can I get some cinemas in chat? And we're going to test if numpad 9 works. Thank you. Okay, and now I will press numpad 9, and it hits this. Perfect. So that's all we had to do. It's just num9. And now if we go ahead, it will cinema again. Excellent, excellent. And now I can repeat this whenever. Okay, cool. So now when I run the cinema code, if I ever want you guys to be able to cinema early, I can be like, numpad 9, go. Numpad 9, go. See, it works every time. Works every time. Oh, because it resets it, then you have to do 30 more. Okay, I think the timing of this should be going about now. What? I'm confused. Whatever. Can we all agree I did it? I'm great. And I did it all myself. That is how you program. I hope you've all learned something today.
Hey Doug, have you ever watched Invincible? If not, I think you should. The new episode today was peak TV.
I've tried it. It's not really for me. I'm like a little not super enthused about TV shows that are like, we are an interesting dynamic like superheroes, but also we're very real, vulnerable people. It's mostly about mental health and relationships. And I kind of just want it to be fun, you know? I just want to watch more of the ping pong anime and they're all ping pong boys. I don't need BoJack Horseman in every single fucking show. So I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's just not doing it for me right now. I tried. Yeah, fuck life lessons. I'm getting enough lessons in my real life. I don't feel like I need or want that in my entertainment right now. And I say that
Hey
BoJack
Doug,
is like one of my favorite
your
shows.
stream
I'm not
for
like
a while
talking
and
shit
love
about
your
all
content.
shows.
We wanted to work with you in a promotio. Oh god. Why is chat spamming fuck us?
Thank you,
What is
Timo.
wrong with your community? Etc. etc.
Hilarious. All right, let's get into D&D characters.
She twitches on my chat until ITTS all over the stream, etc. etc.
Thank you. We're killing it today. I think already IGN is giving this stream like an 8.5
Will you
out of
make
9.
a 10-year special for this week and cheers?
Is that coming up? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been keeping up with that channel. Is it time for the announcement? Hold on, let me
Pirate
see.
Software is genuinely not a great person. He's a blowhard with a massive ego who can't handle anyone else pointing out his flaws. I really wish you wouldn't associate with him as he takes credit for other people's work. Former Blizzard employee.
I respectfully disagree. I know him. I have hung out with him multiple times. I think that he is strongly opinioned, and the way he talks about issues can cause friction with people. I've seen and I understand people's frustrations with him. And if you don't want to watch him, I totally respect and understand that. If you don't want to watch my content when I collaborate with him, I totally respect that. I personally, I like and respect him as a person, and I'm happy to continue associating with him. I am aware of all the stuff. It was, as much as I try not to get too into drama, it was juicy drama. I got to read about all the drama. I think there are distasteful things that Thor has done, and that all humans do some distasteful things for the most part. I don't know, maybe disagree, and that's okay.
Hey Doug, I finally officially got my bachelor degree poggies. With it I can tell that you're definitely bald. Alright bye chat, I love you. Alright bye Doug, I love you.
What's the drama? Trust me, there's a whole lot of people talk about the drama on the internet. We don't need yet another
Hey Doug,
guy to talk
I will
about the
announce a
drama.
new joke soon, but for now it's still in development. Keep edging.
Good. I like getting. Can you guys start releasing trailers for for your upcoming TTS messages coming this summer? An incredible new TTS message that's gonna blow your mind. But then in over the summer you're like, due to various developmental issues, we will be delaying the TTS message until spring 2026, and it just keeps getting delayed.
The announcement is that you are going to make an announcement, etc.
Fucking cinema.
etc.
Okay, I'm coming soon, bald.
Hey Doug, I joined stream late and haven't heard Rescue Girl. Can you play it again please?
You bet your
Alright
sweet
bye
butt
Doug,
I
I
can.
love seeing you in court.
This was actually not something I was planning on doing, but we are releasing in like 15 minutes a YouTube video which is about training the Twitch chat AI, the 380,000 messages. What do you think is a good title or thumbnail? Barry and I were working on this morning. Thumbnail. The title is I trained an AI on 380,000 Twitch chat messages. It was too hateful. Or I guess I'll do single. Too hateful. Option 1. I'm pregnant. So big old YouTuber face in the middle. Option 2.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Nagende, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it. This one is more Twitch chat focused and no Doug, which I think might work better. Weirdly enough, our videos do better when my face isn't in them, which is a good sign, I'm sure. I like this one because it's simple. There's also... Oh, this is the combo. So it's Twitch chat on the left, and then my face in the middle. Or the classic, which is the first version. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Barry sent me this, and then I said, can you make my head not big? I'm the one who demanded that. And this is what it did look like. I think, joking aside, there's too much going on visually here. Yes, ha ha ha. Now you can say, ha, Doug has a big bald head, but like, this is the one. Look, what we're gonna do, what you do now on RTX off, nailed it, thanks T. What you can do now on YouTube is A/B test thumbnails. So we'll upload like 3 of these, and then you guys, through your clicking preferences, will influence YouTube to pick the most popular one. So you can influence this to be the one that is picked if you want. Although I do think the Twitch chat messages look better on the left. I think the real Twitch chat look is better than the like purple custom messages personally. I think these look better because then it really looks like Twitch chat. Anyways, so depending on which one you like, I think they're all good, and we'll probably AB them. I think these are all good. Barry said I'm going to throw Doug Neutron in the test for 1 slot. I still think,
Doug, I'm looking to buy a house. Obviously I've sent lots of bits and the factor sponsorship isn't doing great for me. Anyway, I need every single dollar of bits I sent you back for the down payment. Thanks for holding on to them. The United Bank of Doug is the best, D.
I should go dig a hole, like in a field, and then I'll put a sign that says Bank of Doug, and you guys
Hey,
can store your
random
stuff
guy
in there.
whose stream I found. I am currently in the trenches of Ukraine watching this. Can you hurry up and reveal a big announcement so I can get back to the war?
I
also,
feel like...
you pooped yourself today?
Okay, I don't think that's real.
Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
I didn't think it was real, and then you really sold me that it was not real at the end.
Yap 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 yap. Doug, what's going on? All I hear is the bald dude in the bottom left trying to teach me about something I'm going to forget in 2 seconds. Anyways, have a good day, dog.
Okay, announcement is happening in 10 minutes. I'm debating whether we talk about D&D before that. We
This
can start
TTS
looking...
was probably sent too late, but for this one or a next one, can we have a skeleton controlled by bone worms? The skeleton can be undead or just a skeleton controlled by them.
I don't know if you're kidding. I'm sorry if you're not. What the fuck are you announcing? DM me, please. Why would I do that? Okay, you know what? It's a new YouTube channel. Don't tell anyone. Why would I DM you? Why would I stop what I'm doing and DM you personally the announcement? Oh, wait, we got something back. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay, I'm actually going to tell you what it is. Watch Invincible. No, it's bad. Okay, you can't tell people in chat what it is. Okay, I'm gonna legitimately tell you. And then you can't, and you can say, you can hint in chat what it is, but you can't tell people what it actually is, okay? I literally DM'd you what it is. Is it a dildo?
Hey Doug,
no, it's
how
not.
do you like Cursor? I tried it and never liked it because it never fixed the error. Claude, Emo, does better at programming.
I agree with that, but it's so nice having it all built in. I love Cursor. It is really, really good.
People really get into
Bridget,
relationships with I and think, I can fix it.
He's starting a Minecraft SMP. Guys, it's bad.
Hey Doug, was feeling very sad today, thought about calling 988, but then knew we're streaming. Thanks for all you do. Lots of love to you and chat, heart,
Okay, I will say,
etc.
okay, because there's only 7 more minutes. Frigid, if anybody wants to @ you, you can DM them what I DM'd you, but you have to tell them
Doug,
that they can't tell
I'm
anybody,
writing this
okay?
message to notify you that you're using
Anybody
Claude
who's DM'd, it can be a
3.5 in
chain,
Cursor.
but if you
It's
get
good,
DM'd
but Cursor
by
now has
anybody else who
Claude
has it, you
3.7
can't
solid
post
thinking.
it publicly.
It's like GPT-01
You can only DM it to somebody
with
else.
a thinking process, but better. I've had fantastic results with it. See you in court or right by Doug, I love you.
Please DM me. Again, remember the joke I made about the artifact announcement. It's probably not going to be like that hype. I think you are more excited about the idea because it's so secretive, you know? Please, I need this. This is my guy, my best friend. Frigid, dude, you don't have to tell any of them, by the way. You can keep it for yourself, Frigid. You're the only one who had the courage to ask me for a DM. You get it. You can do whatever you want with the secret for the next 6 minutes. Leak it, please. I do hope you don't actually announce it. Okay, this is... If this is the new... I just never tell anybody. Yeah, we could start sending it via Gmail. I got. Well, hold on. The problem is, wait. No, the problem now is a bunch of people are probably lying, and they're saying that Frigid DM'd them, but there's no proof, right? Okay. And so now people are gonna say, "Oh, Frigid definitely told me. You guys can DM me for the secret," but they might be making something up. Please, I have a family I need to know. Guys, he DM'd me Doug is Pregante. See, that's the thing. Like, now there's people who are going to be spreading fake news. Don't threaten. Jesus Christ, man. Please, I have a dog. He's cute. Look, man, we don't know. Frigid is an enigma. We don't know what will convince him to share the DM. Okay, we did. Look,
Doug,
to be
is
clear,
your
I am
numlock
announcing this in
turned
5
off?
minutes anyway.
Otherwise, numpad 9 just isn't recognized.
It is not turned off, as you can see by me tapping it and it pressing 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey Doug, what do all the colors in the code mean? Etc. etc.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. Well, okay, colors are just set so different. If that's a serious question, the colors indicate different types of things in the code, so you can more easily read what's going on. So, like with this is a string that says Agent 1 name is Roderick. So I can change this if I want his name to be McDonald Face. Now this variable Agent 1 name I can use throughout the code, and since it's blue, I know it's a variable. Since this is red, I know it's a string. So it just tells you like what is the idea. And that way, as I'm glancing through this, I can at a glance kind of know, okay, this is a comment, this is an if statement, this is like, it just helps you read it. If you mean why I picked these particular colors, it's because I literally looked at the options in VS Code and I thought this looked the most like a 90s hacker, like bad TV character. And it's like almost unreadably stupid looking. And that is actually why I picked this. It's really funny. Like it just looks like a guy who thinks he's like an epic hacker because he made an HTML website or something.
I'm so happy this day is here. The last time we did DnD, some guy TTS you with the idea of a skeleton who was constantly wondering who he was when he was alive because he doesn't remember. I thought it was a great idea, so I wanted to remind you.
I like that idea.
Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Having Napoleon as one would be very funny. So the whole thing is like, we have the new ChatGPT, GPT 4.5, which
Hey
is more
Doug, it's
creative, and I want to do a
11:15
campaign
PM
with it.
and I just made myself some grilled cheese. Anyway, by chat, love you more than anyone else.
He told me it's a new mug, but I think he lied. Frigid, for the love of God, don't DM me under any
Hey Doug,
circumstances.
for the next D&D game, you
Okay.
should give a character the spell Stun Seed. It freezes the enemy for 69 seconds, or twice as long if the spell is pronounced backwards.
Jesus Christ.
Got him.
That was good. I was hooked up until I read it.
Hello Duggers Poggers, in celebration of
and I
me
use the
getting
same
my
colors.
asphalt
Got
science
you, Tolek.
certification, and now me being able to make asphalt legally, can you introduce like an absolute fucking shitton of asphalt in the DnD campaign? You'll love it, I promise.
I'll love asphalt. What would change between now and the D&D campaign that would make me like asphalt? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have strong feelings one way or another towards asphalt. Asphalt. Like, you mean there's just a lot of it around, or like it's a character? What do you mean by that? I want to care about anything in my life as much as you probably care about asphalt. I mean that sincerely. I would love to be like super into to like a road. That'd be so hype.
Sunday, I will have a good joke to a joke that's been run into the ground by chat.
Elementary school me love vandalizing my school's asphalt. Kate, I'm reporting you to the police. We're gonna make a citizen's
Coming
arrest.
spring last year, Hey Doug, a Kanko is a raven
All right.
person that can only repeat sounds and words they have heard before.
Oh, whoa. That would be wild. I bet the AI would not handle that well. That's a really cool
From
idea.
the creators of random Twitch messages comes a groundbreaking event like no other. One brave viewer steps forward to type, "Hi, Doug. Will this message change the course of history? Probably not. But it's happening. Right now. Alright, bye Doug, I love you."
God, our messages sound even dumber in the context of like a movie trailer. Okay. Wait, announcements
Coming
in like a
this
minute.
fall, a TTS message about mashed potatoes.
I can't wait. Put it in your calendars. Are we getting more of the loathsome
I'm so
piss
glad
drinker?
Doug is
Nah,
exposing
new
the world
characters.
to Rescue Girl, the mighty Switch Force series as banger songs, but no one knows about them.
I listened to the rest of the soundtrack. None of them are even remotely as good as Rescue Girl, but there are some good ones.
Coming soon, a TTS message that will blow your mind.
Okay.
You will be baffled. You will fall in love. Laugh. Action. Adventure. Sex. Wow. Deface. Stay tuned for the summer's hottest TTS from Mildly Studios.
New from Mildly Studios this summer.
Timer.
Doug, I am pleased that I can finally let you and chat know that I have a new upcoming project. This is the biggest joke that I will write by Doug, I love you.
No, I want to know more. All right. Let's see.
The best TTS is voted by chat. 5/5 by some dude on the internet. What the fuck who are you? Get that mic out of my face. Some random guy on the street. This next upcoming TTS is one for the ages. And here it goes.
Doug.
A new TTS thriller coming this summer. A message the likes you've never seen before. Coming soon to a Doug stream near you.
I'm doubting myself. Now I think that this looks bad.
This TTS message
for
is
this
still in
format. I
early
think it was wrong.
access. We are planning to add more content over the next year. As an early access member, you get all the content we have worked on so far.
I don't want
Here
your
you go.
I don't want your shitty EA text messages. Just finish the game. Finish the game, release a full product, and you can put DLC afterwards. All right, I will just play this video. This is now out on my YouTube channel. But who guessed what the project is? New announcement. Before this video starts, I am kicking off a new project. Take a look.
There's a new stand in town, kid.
Body's bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. If the word kill me, I don't need
We're trying to announce it. Stop. It's a podcast. Yay! There are enough podcasts in the world. That's right. And then you can listen to other Doug if you want to go listen to him versus me. But anyway, new podcast. I'm really, really excited about it because it's business and tech. And if you've ever wanted me to talk about stuff, oh, you thought it was a new gamer subs flavor. Yeah. There aren't enough of 3 white men giving opinions on the internet. We need more men giving opinions. There aren't enough of us. I think the channel maybe is up now. Lemonade soon. No, this is terrible SEO. How are we supposed to find the channel? Oh, wait, it's right here. This is what I've been... yeah, okay, so actually, I will give you an actual pitch for what this is, which is new podcast with Aiden and Atriarch. This is basically stems from a desire to talk about more serious issues like business and tech and politics and all that type of stuff, because I actually care about it a lot and I think about this stuff a lot, but I don't really want to do that on my main channels. I don't really want to like have this. I don't really want to be talking about all the stuff going on in the world on my Doug stuff. So this is a separate channel, separate project with 2 people who are also very knowledgeable and passionate about these type of issues. We're going to talk about this stuff on a regular basis. It'll be like 90 minutes a week is the current plan, so it's like half news of stuff that's going on, half other things. When we say political, this doesn't mean I'm going to give you like hot takes on Trump. It's more just like what is going on in the world, current events, what I think about, for example, AI, various AI things that are happening. I will be more of the tech guy, kind of cool, the tech guy on the podcast. In the idea that like that's mostly what I'm going to be focused on, is offering that perspective. Kind of like what I did with Techno Tuesday. I'm going to keep doing some of that on my own stream, but also the idea is like this is going to be a really dedicated place where on a weekly basis I'm like, this is what I've been seeing in tech. This is what DeepSeek means. This is how technically it works. Here's what's going on with like some of the dynamics of the big tech leaders and what's going on. How is that interplaying with what's going on in the business world right now or in the political world, all that stuff. So I really am actually passionate about these things. I want to think and talk about these things, and this is a place where if you're interested in that, you can watch it. And if you're not, and you don't want to talk about politics or business, the idea is not that we're like ranting about politics. It's just that will obviously come up when we're talking about fucking, what's going on in the world. So if you're passionate about tech, why are you bad at programming? That's why I'm passionate. I can see what my life could have been. You know what I mean? Talk about Estonia in the podcast. Frigid. Hello, will there be a lemonade stand SMP? Maybe. Don't tell anyone, though. It's a secret. Yeah, anyway, that's a pitch. Okay. FR, like, let me be FR for a sec. Even if you had the artifact reaction and it said podcast and you're like, oh, not another podcast, can you admit, because we've been working really hard on this for the past couple months. This is partially what's been taking up a bunch of time. You got to admit. What is this song? I was hoping this would be like a cooler. The set is cool as hell. We put a lot of work into it. Like, so we want to theme it like, the vibe that we're going for is like dumb tech bros who got too much money and tried to make an office, but it's also stupid. And then everything's lemonade themed. That's a cool set. I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy that came out. But yeah, I've been like, there's been a lot of stuff that you got to do for all this. We've been like, I had to like get a studio space rented, do all this like set design that's been going on. We've been iterating on this for like a couple months on various things. We have it set up so we can do like presentations and like draw and telestrate on what's going on, which we didn't really do this. We recorded this yesterday, by the way, so this is like starting, now. Occasionally I wear glasses. We have a little thing up here. We have a little presentation area. I can give PowerPoint presentations. Wow. I talked about technology's impact on jobs. Wow. Poggies. And then you can like draw on it and stuff. So it's like I think the actual set is like really cool. And I paid extra money. This is not a joke. Some of the money you guys have given to me, I paid several $1,000s for a set designer to just trick out the bathroom because I thought it'd be funny. So I apologize if you thought your donation money to me was going towards like a good cause or I was going to invest in my future or something. I literally put it into a bathroom. That is not a joke. And the bathroom looks great. It looks so good. So thank you so much for all your support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. But for real, like I'm super proud of how it came out. And then tech-wise, there's a lot going on. Perry, who's helped me with a bunch of other stuff, has been like leading the production of this, but like figuring out logos and channels and all the tech things and all the scheduling stuff and all the... Can we see the bathroom? No. I will DM it to Frigid, though. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? I think... So, I guess on a somewhat serious note about it, I'm really interested. I'm super excited about this. I want to talk about these things. For example, when DeepSeek was a big deal in AI that happened a month ago. I wanted to talk about it, but given I only stream like 2 to 3 days a week, it feels weird to go live and then just be talking about AI stuff rather than doing something, like doing a challenge or something. So that is very much like, ooh, I'll be able to like talk about that here in depth and be like, this is why I think it's important. Here's what's going on. This is the link for the channel. Don't give the link. Make them work for it, okay? Don't make it easy for them. We don't want cowards on this podcast. We want a community of people who are going to work hard. They have to earn it. So it will be interesting to figure out how my schedule changes because I need to figure out when I'm going to do this. We're going to record on Wednesdays, and then I need to find several hours in the week to like research stuff in a thoughtful way. But whatever, that's a problem for future, Doug. Anyways, will you interview fellow YouTubers or streamers? Yes. So again, like the point of this is not us just talking about our opinions. The point is to be focused on like what interesting events in like a fun and accessible way. And as part of that, what I think is really cool is we want to get on a bunch of guests, whether it's YouTubers or content creators or more traditional business people, like get them on. And then I think what would really be cool is talking to like content creators just about how they run their business, you know? People have said a few names that we are already thinking about and talking to. Will you interview Frigid? But that's like exactly it. Like I'm so interested in that stuff, like about how things like this are set up and how the content creators doing like big projects. How does it work? Like Ludwig, for example, we're not planning on getting Ludwig on. That would be awful. But like as an example, it'd be interesting to bring him on and tell him you can't tell any jokes. We just want to hear about how you've been managing these companies behind the scenes. What are the finances of it? What was it like setting up a bidet company? What is it like managing mogul moves and off-brand? How's the structure of it? I think all that's like super interesting. I love that stuff. And so what I'm hoping is this is not just like the 10 billionth comedy podcast. It is like we are trying to give this specific angle of what's going on in the world and in content creation that I think is super interesting. And then all three of us are very much like, that's what we're interested in and thinking about and whatnot. This actually seems super interesting. Yeah, I mean, I hope you like it. We'll see. Obviously, I have not done a podcast before. Here's a channel. Mods, can somebody ban the spammer? No, it is we are joking. Look, the reason we came up with the idea of lemonade stand as the theme is like the idea is like we're smart enough to run a lemonade stand, but dumb enough to run a real business. We're like trying to be in the middle, right? trying to hedge. But I feel like all three of us like have actual work experience and have actual like deep knowledge and thoughts and research into these types of things, rather than just being, the 10 billionth guy who's just like, do you see this new ChatGPT thing? And then also there are some pee. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'll give you a spoiler. The bathroom, I made some pee jokes in it. There's a lot of pee jokes in the bathroom. That's why I'm not gonna send you pictures because I can't spoil it. Who was the kid in the YouTube video? That is actually, I don't know if he's okay with me sharing his name. He was just there. We just found him. Anyways, can you stop yapping? I'm not really a yapper either. I literally am gonna have to like get myself to yap more. Obviously, I yap on my own stream because I'm the only one talking, but but I need to like practice literally just yapping to other people. That was his actual lemonade stand. The promo, God, filming the promo is so ridiculous to film. Like, I'm starting up a podcast. He's just beating the shit out of it. We had a real chainsaw, by the way. These are real shots. I actually chainsawed a lemonade stand in half. This isn't like done in post. The only thing that was done in post, Atriac was not actually shooting guns at this child's lemonade stand. Other than that, it's all real. The katana sheath was sick. There's a lot of shots we didn't use. There's one of me jumping and shooting at midair with a bow and arrow, which does not make any sense. I don't know why you would do that. You really shot a kid. No, as you clearly heard, I corrected myself mid-sentence and changed it to kid's lemonade stand. We can't see the bathroom. Can you give us a lemonade or a description? Don't kill people. Thanks. Is this the kid you peed on? That did not happen. Anyways, anything else I should answer or that you're curious about? Again, this is the actual like thing. It's going up on podcast platforms and that shit too. Is it weekly? Yes, weekly on Thursdays. So we're gonna record on Wednesday and then post it on Thursday at like noon. We were late today. Is the audio-only version good? To be honest with you, I don't know. You tell me. And then if you hate it, be sure to like it and leave a comment on the spot. Does Spotify have comments? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure to be FR with you. Yeah, they do. Oh, be sure to leave a comment on Spotify telling us it sounds bad. You're a podcast bro now. Look, the options were, okay? I've been fairly successful for a few years now. The options were either start a podcast or start making rap music videos. And I feel like this is the better of the two options, okay? Or get canceled for sexual assault. And of those three, I strongly prefer the podcast on. You chose wrong. I did actually joke about the idea. I mentioned to Barry one time, I was like, we should just drop a rap music video with no explanation and we never mention it again. But that is a huge amount of effort for something that is not that funny. It's like a mildly, slightly amusing, briefly. All right, I'm gonna get through text and speech, which are not gonna be relevant.
Coming this Christmas season, from legendary Twitch chatter Juicebox. Prepare for the TTS joke that will fill you.
What would your second choice of those three be? It would obviously be the rap video.
No. Warner Brothers has shelved our TTS for a tax write-off. There goes my chatter career.
Oh, dude. I just realized We Hate Doug will have so much ammo from this because they can just take any, like literally any take I have on anything and then just be like, Doug said what? It could be funny if the clip doesn't even include me saying anything. But it's just like, I just see all those like drama clips on like Twitter or whatnot. It's like, this person just said this thing on a podcast. And then we can just start posting clips of it. Yeah, to be clear, I'm not gonna be like giving hot takes about politics really. I'm more interested in business and technology in particular. I think we kind of have like there's a little bit of like specialties. Like Atrac's very business and marketing minded. I'm very tech minded. Aiden's more politics minded. So we each kind of have like a specialty sort of. It's a real life skill to be opinionated about politics, right? You got to work at it. Will you have lemon cake?
Streamer bald, oh my fucking god. So fucking funny. This TTS brought to you by Mildly Studios. It was very hard with my $5 million budget, but I really think we have something coming along here. This is sequel worthy and you know it.
Yeah. Haley Welsh. I would love to get the Hawk to a Girl on the podcast. That'd be so fucking fun.
I've been watching your videos since the Explained with Food vids and I love what you make.
Oh, thank you, man.
Your stuff helps me get through work and I appreciate it. BTW, for a Dungeons and Dragons villain, I'd think it would be funny to have a cheating Neopolian as a villain for the campaign. Sorry if this is a duplicate message, I don't know how bits work.
Why she is a scammer. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with... this is not... I didn't... To be clear, I did not just announce officially, like, that we're getting Hawk to a Girl on. I'm saying as, like, in a lighthearted way, there's a funny opportunities for different guests. 1 sec, by the way. So I think what is interesting about this is that we could bring on guests who might not want to do other podcasts, or at least we would have a different pitch than other podcasts. So if Haley Welch is like a scammer who we shouldn't support, then that's fine. I don't care. I'm not invested in bringing Hawk to a Girl on the podcast, but I think it'd be interesting, hypothetically, if somebody like that came on and then we're just asking about the business of like what has been going on behind the scenes with your rise as an influencer. I don't care about Pookie, her boyfriend. I don't care. But it would be interesting to hear from her of like, what the fuck happened with all this weird crypto shit you were doing? I don't know many of the details, but anyway, so I would be excited about things like that, to have a very specific kind of like business-minded conversation with people. I think that would be cool. Get the Costco guys.
I am pleased that I can finally let you and chat now that I have a new upcoming project.
New upcoming project,
This is the biggest joke that I've worked on. Here is sneak peek to the trailer. Hey Doug. Wasn't that exciting?
If you have opinions
to the
on
community
Soviet Winter's
response and the excitement
new
for the trailer
TTS, be
that will
sure
be
to
released
leave a
in
like
few
and a
weeks.
comment in the Spotify comments. My brother. Oh yeah, I could actually bring out my brother.
Imagine clicking on a YouTube video excited to watch it, and then you see Doug's face and decided that's the line in the sand, so you click off before analytics kicks in.
It is interesting. I'm curious because we have three kind of different audiences. Aiden is on The Yard, Ludwig's podcast, which is an extremely successful podcast.
If you don't mind
Atrac
me
has
asking,
very successful...
what are those pump-up and unlicensed folders on your soundboard for? I've noticed them for a while and it just made me curious
just
about
categories.
it, lol.
Yeah, it's just categories of songs. So like pump up is like, this is when I'm, getting fucking pumped,
Hey Doug, I just watched your latest VOD. Will we get banned if we say Bidenator? Thanks, Doug.
We do need to do that. If a mod has a sec and you want to add Bidenator as a block term, we do actually need to ban that one.
Doug, does the A/B testing help track people who are subscribed versus those who are not?
I don't know.
Cause if you were subscribed, you were most likely to watch the video anyway, no matter what the thumbnail is. And people who are not subscribed and use the Discord will probably watch it anyway.
Okay, now you're getting timed out for saying Bidenator. Thank you, Sigby.
Doug's Cinematic Universe news. The board joke has been dragged out for 22 more episodes of filler content after the tragic death of Kyoto. All Parksagan jokes are now being followed up with legal cases. Our lawyer, not Parksa, will see you in court.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Hey Doug, I really need to know your credit card number. Can you DM it me, please?
Frigid, that was one of the funniest messages I've ever read.
Hi, what was the announcement?
So
I just came in my
funny.
pants.
Oh, by the way, also, we need... Okay, two things we got to do. First off, we got to check Aiden's YouTube channel, because there's a funny thing there. Secondly, prediction. Oh, wait. Did Doug stream or does he bail? I did stream. I don't know what this prediction is. Okay. Honor system. Honor system, okay? Honor system. Did you guess what the announcement was? Yes, we'll win. Okay? And if you got it wrong, you be an adult, okay? You be an adult and you put your money in the no and admit it. That you thought it was a new Pornhub channel or OnlyFans, or it was like, I got a dog. I actually did. Yeah, Fummy, you did know. Okay, the other funny thing. So of these three people, if you guys are not aware of like who these people are, me, Doug, Atrock, another streamer, YouTuber who I've collabed with a bit, and he's very heavily focused on like business and marketing stuff. Marketing Monday is like a really, really great series he does. And then Aiden does The Yard, right? Podcast. So he works for Ludwig as well, and like helps run Ludwig's companies, and does The Yard. But he's not a streamer or a YouTuber. And so when we were talking about promoting this, Atrock and I, since we both have YouTube audiences, were like, okay, we should both post a video on our main channels on the day that we launch and like promo this, right? And we link to the podcast and we're like, hey, go watch the podcast. Aiden doesn't have a YouTube channel, so he was like, yeah, maybe I'll mention it on The Yard or something, but I don't really have it. And then I said that he should post it on his YouTube channel that he hasn't posted on forever. Where even is it? Aiden Calvin. Where's his... There we go. Okay, so his videos are from like 10 years ago, which are 9-minute.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Aiden or Calvin here, and I'm making a video with my voice and commentary and things that I haven't done in a while. You know, it seems to be longer and longer gaps in between my videos and stuff. It's just how
427 views. He's coming up.
You know, part of it's been.
Now this is content. And so what Aiden suggests is that he could make a new video, The Significance of Apex 2015.
So just a disclaimer.
This is from
suck at Smash 4.
10 years
I've been
ago.
Playing it for since the game came out, I guess, and I pre-ordered it, and I've been having.
So Aiden agreed that he would post a new video on his channel to promote. So the last one was 2 years ago. Before that was 8 years ago. The Washington Power Rankings for spring 2016. Oh my god, I might get DMCA'd. It's like 140p. Okay. All right, and then he agreed. He agreed that he would post a new video today. Wait, hold on. Did he even comment on it? Toad's Factory World Record fail best attempt. Wait, where? Does he mention the podcast? Is it literally, does he mention? Oh, okay, and then it goes into That's such a good transition. There's gonna be hundreds of people who we convert to podcast listeners from this. Does it just, is there any ending or? Nope. Okay, it's just that. So yeah, be sure to go. No way, this is an announcement for a podcast. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, yeah, be sure to go give Aiden's video a like and a comment and hit that bell so you stay up to date on the newest Mario Kart Wii content. Congratulations to all the people who guessed that the announcement was a podcast. It looks like 80% of you guys knew correctly. You did a great job. I wasn't convinced before, but that changed my mind.
Coming this Independence Day, here the TTS message
we'll get to
everyone has
D&D in
been
a sec.
raving about, and it even starts with, "Hey Doug, prepare to have your socks knocked off by the TTS message of a lifetime titled." The next joke, this message is not rated.
This film is not hit rated. I want TTS on the
300
podcast.
bits.
It is not live streamed.
Coming to a Spirit Halloween near / probably Dead's Code because the jazz only works 1 month a year.
I have not done a podcast, so I'm not exactly sure how the flow of this will be. At some point, we'll like start a Patreon, I assume, like a couple weeks or something in, and then maybe we do Patreon stuff where there's like text to speech or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know. But yeah, can you TTS the comments on the last video? Having text to speech in the middle of a pod feels phenomenally distracting. It doesn't seem like a good idea at all.
You should do a video on debating AI-generated topics with random chatter.
I sure could. It's just like, why? Why would I do that is the problem.
You should artificially plant leaks through DMs.
We'll bring on Frigid as a guest.
Could one of the characters have the legendary bagpipes of invisibility, which turn him and up to two others invisible while they are actively playing?
Oh, that is a cool idea. Look, so we are gonna make characters. I just wanted to get
hey,
this
Doug,
stuff announced.
It's Schmoes.
What's up? Yeah, I did actually tell Frigid.
Or perhaps a party member for the skeleton wondering who he was when he was alive.
It's a new podcast.
The ghost who keeps referring everything he encounters back to his increasingly elaborate death.
Make a character named Tugma.
Can one of the D&D characters be a sentient lawnmower that's addicted to meth?
It sure can. Look, we're gonna vote on stuff, so you don't need to. We're not deciding yet what it is. I'm gonna let the text
TTS about mashed potatoes has cast Anne Hathaway as the lead actress, as well as Cream Puff the cat.
I'm going to go through, like, I don't know, 20 more text-to-speech or something.
You should name one of the characters Chat's mom and just make her a big yo mama joke at our expense, etc., etc.
New D&D campaign featuring Napoleon Bonaparte, Chat's mom, and a lawnmower addicted to meth.
Doug, you do not understand how much I fucking love asphalt. I have a video of myself literally just taking asphalt and eating it. It's fucking delicious.
Okay.
Call me delirious. I work in a giant asphalt mill where we make like 300 tons of asphalt an hour and I test all of it, and I couldn't be happier. Asphalt is my calling, asphalt is my life. So if you can make a giant blob of living asphalt whose only purpose is to eat every road in existence, that would be hysterical, etc., etc. I'm so excited for you to announce Duke.
Oh shit! I pinned the wrong thing. No, I meant to pin my message. Is mine up?
Doug.
Do you see my thing? Okay.
Hey dog, can you make one of the eye from your new D&D campaign to be the Twitch chat bar?
Through
But instead of
TTS and then
speaking
we'll start
normally,
D&D.
it should sing its responses with accompanying music. Also, I think it would be fun if you let 8 of the eye characters you've created before to play the werewolf game. Anyway, I love you, dog. Bye.
Oh yeah, that could be cool. That'd be interesting. I don't know if they're smart enough to do that yet, but that could actually be pretty interesting.
Violence, crime, and drugs are cool and good. This message was sponsored by the Lemonade Stand podcast.
Thank you. Okay, now these alerts are actually about the podcast. We'll get through podcast TTS and then we'll start
excited
D&D.
For your new podcast
creation.
Coming out. All you have to do is release a meme coin, advertise it to your fans, then rug pull the whole thing, etc., etc.
That's always our out. The instant we're bored on week 2.
Hey Doug, at the end of the first episode of Lemonade's Scam you said that there was the Pornhub link in the description but I could not find it. Could you please help?
The podcast has been out for 30 minutes. There's no way you watched it already. I did say
Doug,
that, by the way.
This will be a late question after your announcement. Will you be recording it live? Some podcasts do a live stream with a live audience, and then post the audio or video a day later for those not live.
He watched it on 3x speed. Why would you do that? I'm watching it at 2x speed right now. Just watch it later. If
Hey
or
Doug,
turn
I'm
off
going
my
to
stream.
launch a
You don't have to
TTS
do both these
message
things
next
at once.
month if can. Just me say this, I'm already the frontrunner to win the best documentary short at the Oscars next year.
Yeah, we mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast, but Aiden was like, we need to start and introduce ourselves at the beginning of the podcast because that's important to be eligible for podcast awards. And then Atriox started giving him shit, and it was like, you're already thinking about awards? We are literally about to start recording our first episode. So because we did that, we're now eligible for awards. I don't know what podcast awards there are. I truly don't give a shit about them, but it is funny to talk about the awards a lot. Like, that's what we're shooting for. Particularly, like, before the show is even established in any way, shape, or form. To just be thinking about podcast awards. Will there be a Spotify? Yes, it should be up on all platforms except Apple, because Apple, I guess, just takes like 3 weeks for no reason to get up. So it should be on it, like everything, I think.
Get one guy each episode who knows nothing about the topic and see what happens.
Yeah, and it's just about us. It's just to make us feel smart. We just get a really dumb guy every week. And we're just like, you don't even know what happened in France's parliament? And we just laugh at him. We point and laugh until he gets sad and leaves, and then the podcast ends.
Character idea for the D&D. Someone with a bunch of voices in his head telling him to do things. Like the collective Twitch chat is the voices, and he processes that and makes an action based on the collective messages.
God, we could do that. It's technically complex, but that is a cool idea. I'm hesitant to do it. Maybe that's the final boss or something.
I love how you personally use our donations purely to help make the world a better place. In other words, you better fucking show us the bathroom our hard-earned donations funded. Let us see the shit throne, shit king. Bathroom reveal when?
I genuinely made the bathroom kind of funny. It looks really nice, but there's also a joke that's like subtle. And if I share the joke with you guys, then guests who come in won't be able to see and learn the joke. So I don't want to reveal, unless I DM it to you and you promise not to DM it to any of our guests. But like, that's actually why I don't want to show the bathroom. It's not like, it's mostly a bathroom, by the way. It's 95% just a bathroom, but there's just like a little bit of a joke to it.
Once you air your final podcast episode, will you give that fancy lemonade stand sign to some random kid selling lemonade on the side of the road?
I don't think that it would look good for 3 men to show up to a child on the side of the road and offer him our used lemonade stand.
Hey Doug, congrats on the podcast.
Here.
I hope you get the trifecta of podcast sponsors, which include things such as socks, VPNs, a mattress, a food thing, Raid Shadow Legends, or a tank game.
Wait to tell you guys about my new favorite product. What's a podcast sponsor that
can there be membership for the lemonade stand to buy the lemonade, which will add 1 lemon pop to the set? Also, can everyone in 20 episodes be a random topic like the history of lemons or toilet designs, but never give any explanation/break character?
It seems like I do need to give a disclaimer here. The point of the podcast is to get people to watch, okay? A lot of you don't seem to be understanding that. That is I would even go so far as to say, the explicit goal of the project. So these are good ideas, but just keep in mind that we do want people to watch the podcast. But I don't want to.
You should make an episode at an actual lemonade stand, balancing both the podcast and selling lemonade, etc., etc.
That's why Lemonade Stand is a sick name and brand, because then if we make merch down the road, we could have like an actual lemonade stand, like at TwitchCon or something. That'd be so cool. You do not have to worry about holding up your podcast to Podcasting for Dummies. Wait, T, did you do Podcasting for Dummies? I had only seen the Twitch one.
Congratulations on the podcast. This is such a great idea. As an indie music artist myself, I think it would be amazing if you could feature successful indie artists who are also content creators.
I don't really know if it's like a
some
music.
Really unique insights.
Thank you.
Best of luck, pink heart emoji, CCC.
My intuition is that there's not really a lot of opportunity for music. on most podcasts,
Don't
but
you
at
have
least
to get
on this one.
Markipliers on the pod? He's really cool and smart and logistically minded and has like 3 companies and also directed and produced a movie, which is a crazy feat.
Yeah, I would
he
love to do
also
that.
has mentioned how much he likes collabs, but people always think he's busy or
All 5
unapproachable.
editions. Oh, cool.
Unless you would be scared of letting him close to you after the recent dramatic and violent falling out,
Right.
etc., etc.
Yes, I think that is. I'm not. Obviously, this is not an announcement or a promise, but that's the type of guest I think would be really, really cool. We're not going to try to guess right off the bat just to get settled and stuff. But it would be so cool to hear, like what Markiplier, like what it's been like making an actual film, that stuff would be phenomenally interesting. T, at some point, if the show does well and gets established, I definitely want, maybe it's like a Patreon segment to compare, to do the podcasting for dummies and compare it to our podcast. All right, I'll go through like,
all right by Doug, I love you.
I'm going to go through like 10 more text-to-speech and then we will start D&D. Character creation. We're not playing D&D today, it's just character creation.
Hey Doug, I just saw your YouTube video come out. Should I watch that? Or watch the live stream instead? Which money source is better?
I have great news. I do not need to squeeze you for all the money that you're worth, okay? I actually don't need that. I already do that when you watch me talk about Factor on YouTube or like Starforge or whatever. So you don't have to min-max to give me more money. I'm doing good. I've already ringed you for all you're worth, okay? So it doesn't matter. You can follow whatever your heart desires and what content you feel like watching right now. You can do whatever you like. I do not mind. The maybe fraction of a cent that might change, I will be okay. It does mean I have to put off renovating the bathroom with a gold toilet seat for another year. And that you're gonna have to live with that on your conscience. Okay.
The TTS
9
about
more
mashed
text-to-speech.
potatoes. Anne Hathaway told us she wants to go work on something called Lemonade Stand. # release the mashed potato cut, etc., etc.
Sorry I keep leaking your DMs, Frigid.
Can we shout out the Gigakid who spent 250k bits to admit they didn't guess your announcement?
Giga Chad. Hey, I appreciate the honesty, whoever that was. Whichever one of
I can
those
confirm
Gigos
that
out there did
Frigid
that.
indeed has revealed the new channel via DM. This TTS is sponsored by the Lemonade Stand.
Okay. What, 8 more?
Hey
Then we're
Doug,
going.
can't wait until I can invest in Lemonade Stand coin. Projects brought to you by 12,721st Productions.
I cannot imagine ever making a coin unless it is explicitly like
As a
meme.
programmer, it's
Like-
unfair to insult Doug's code. All code sucks.
Like-
Go back to making fun of
Like
him
we
for being
say
bald.
that the crypto coin, we are rug pulling it on a specific date. Like that would be funny, right? But even then, I don't want to do it. That
DM
probably
me
is
alright
still a
by
terrible
Doug, I
idea.
love you.
No, but thank you, your boy. I can't imagine a world where I do that, but who knows? Maybe
This
this
is
will
my
be
first
clipped.
stream,
and this
so
will be
I
some
just
big
wanted
dramatic
to
thing that
officially
I
say
said
rigged
this,
alright
but
by
I just,
Doug, I love you.
it is from where I currently am as a human being. The idea of making a crypto token is so far.
Hey Doug,
I don't know
I
what
have
would
an
happen
amazing
in my
business
life
opportunity
that would make
for
me
you.
do that.
I think you should sell your eyes out to your chat and make it a monthly payment for each eye. So we can all have fun with Jokebot, especially Jokebot.
But I don't
And
need to
make sure
squeeze
the
you
answer
guys
in
for all your work.
GeoGeezer is always Kyoto. This way you have infinite content. This is a great idea. Alright by Doug, I love you.
Thank you. Rug pull Rosa and the profits go to Monterey Bay. I'm leaving so
Doug,
you don't get
can
money
you
for the
do the
golden
video
toilet seat.
idea I suggested where you eat a door?
That was really good, by the way, its montage. And I'll keep thinking about it. Okay, what, 4 more TTS?
Hey Doug, are you aware that Markiplier said you ruined his life in his most recent YouTube video?
I choose to believe that that was edited in post. There's no way he would say that. There must be some sort of scandal.
Make a character named Frigid that somehow always knows what comes next.
No. He somehow always asks whoever he's fighting to DM him. Like, he doesn't
Can you
know,
please
but
quiet
he's
down?
asking.
I'm trying to edit my YouTube video right now and you're very distracting. Please DM me.
Frigid can DM you. All right, last one, and then let's talk about D&D.
Hey Doug, is that where you guys made the lemonade? In the bathroom? I guess you guys must not drink a lot of water.
Psst, that's the joke in the bathroom. It's really funny and original.
I compel you to make one of the characters a cocaine lock, which is an actual D&D build where you never sleep to build up infinite spells from warlock short rests and snort diamond dust for greater restorations.
Yeah, that is a pretty good idea. All right. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything.
Before we get to this TTS donation, allow me to speak of my sponsor, Mold Teeth. Ever had bad teeth? Use Mold Teeth and your teeth will never get mold again.
Lemonade in the golden toilet. I'm gonna be honest, you guys guessed. It probably wasn't that hard to guess.
One, I just watched your podcast and it looked like shit in Spotify. What was the 10p? Also, it's very bold of you to assume you'll have 1 day free every week when you're a once-a-month streamer. No offense to Ked.
No offense, Dan. Yes, look, the truth is, and you will probably deface, this unironically probably means I will stream even less, but not by a substantial amount, I don't think. Here, this is an actual thing that I am thinking about. I do need to find like a couple hours a week to research things, and then a couple hours a week to do the podcast. So I'm losing like a day of time. I already have way too much shit going on, and it's already hard for me to find stream time. So what I probably am going to try to do is have more overlap between the things I'm researching for the podcast and what I'm doing on stream. As an example, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I was going to do a GTA 5 like challenge, and then I was like, you know what I really want to do though is research the new ChatGPT 4.5. And that's what we did. And then that was actually like one of the most fun streams ever. So what I am hoping to do is find more overlap between the research for the podcast, which is like exploring new weird tech things, and doing that in stream content. So hopefully it's more of that. It might mean less of the traditional like GTA 5 wacky challenge, but already that's kind of been the direction I've been going anyways. So in theory, it's not a major change. Also, there has been a lot of time getting this thing set up the past 2 months, and I've had a whole lot of personal stuff going on. So my schedule has been really fucked the past like 2-ish months. So in theory, normal-ish amount of stream time. But yes, I will be diverting some amount of my time. I am leaving. This is sad. Yep. This is a tough time for everybody involved. Why is 9/11 a blocked term? Oh, and the other reason is because I personally hate you. I'm talking about you, by the way. Everyone leave the channel. Doug, I'm literally crying right now. I mean, it is content. I'm still making things. I'm just diverting some portion of the river over to a podcast. And you just have to go drink the podcast water, okay? You can't have this high-quality filtered Aquafina Doug water. You gotta go drink some of the lemonade, all right? If you're thirsty enough, go drink the lemonade, okay? In fact, that's the real pitch here. I'm gonna stream just enough less than normal that you kind of feel like there isn't enough content. And you're like, fuck, okay, I'll try the podcast. And just out of like sheer desperation, just like terminal boredom, you're like, this is better than fucking dying. I've been sitting in a concrete room with no windows for 48 hours. Fine, I'll watch the podcast. That's our marketing strategy. But anyway, I hope my intention is that I'm still streaming, let's say 2 days a week, at least. But the content might change slightly. I don't know. We'll see. I got to figure that out. Is the honest answer.
Can we at least get a donation wall in the bathroom? This bathroom is proudly supported by Twitch chat.
Okay, yes. I will try to do that at some point. That is an enormous amount of work, but yes, I actually want to do that.
Hey Doug,
okay.
You know what you have to do now. Review and grade your first episode based on T-Monster's podcast guide. And if you fail, you have to cancel your podcast.
I have put so much money and time into this podcast. And canceling it because T-Monster Sky doesn't think it's
Follow
good.
up to the shit-thrown TTS.
It would be so brutal.
If you actually DM me the bathroom, I swear an oath to exclusively never tell the truth and exclusively lie about it to anyone who tries to ask me about it.
Plus, I told you,
it
it's a P
actually
joke.
Would be really funny.
It's a P joke.
This TTS is legally only usable for fixing another bathroom. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Okay, get ready to learn. Why is this in Comic
Take my
Sans?
money and like it, you bastard.
I'll take it, but I hate it. I don't want it. Your grubby money. How do I change the
Doug,
font?
just because you don't have to milk us for all we are worth, doesn't mean we don't want you to.
You're welcome to get milked by me. I just want to be clear that I don't need it. So please don't
What the
make
fuck,
life
Doug?
decisions
You
around
think I
how
have
to
no more to
financially
give?
support me.
No more left to squeeze? Well, fuck you again. Here is another waste of money. Don't make me do it again, etc., etc.
Let's see. What do we need? There's 3 things? 3 things.
He doesn't need to squeeze us for money anymore because he's squeezing all those lemons for his new lemonade stand now.
Dude, the other 2 guys, I'm going to tell you guys a little spoiler. The other 2 guys, I said in our group chat, I was like, idea, we can never end an episode of the podcast until we finish eating an entire raw lemon. And they didn't reply to it. And then 2 days later, I bumped it in the chat and I was like, you guys didn't reply to this. and then they both reacted to it with a thumbs up. So they were really enthusiastic. And then I said when we were testing, like getting because we did a couple like test episodes to make sure, you know, tech things and all that. And during one of them, I was like, I could fit an entire lemonade. I could eat an entire lemon in one bite. And they're like, no, you can't. You can't do that. I was like, yes, I could. I could eat it in one bite. And like, no. And so I looked and I couldn't get like a lemon delivered to where we were. Obviously, I didn't just have one on hand. There's a bunch of fake ones on the set. They're plastic. And so I am going to do it. I'm going to eat an entire lemon in one bite on stream. I mean, on pod. Do it then. I will. I'm telling you right now. I will do it. The instant I remember to bring one. I forgot again yesterday. You'll try, gravy boy. What? Okay. We're gonna get started. On character creation. This is meant to be a shorter stream. Apologies for not doing. It turns out there's been a lot of stuff getting this all set up actually. So I'm behind on things and a little wiped. But we are going to make characters for the next D&D stream, which will maybe be like next week or the following. What we have to do is make 3 characters. These are the 3 characters that will be playing the campaign. They're going to be using AI. We'll probably have you guys interacting with it in some way, such as playing the villains. But the main thing is that this is 3 AIs who are going to go through a roguelike map that we created last time. So we need to come up with 3 different characters. There are 3 different elements we need to get for this. We need to have a... Okay, first up, we need a picture. So each guy needs to have a picture of what they look like. That is what's going to be shown. As an example, this is what it looked like last time. Bam. Uh-oh. No. Hold on. It's going to like crash OBS. Okay, I think we're okay. Or is it? Okay, thank God. We need to get a picture. So we're going to go off 2-minute tokens and find what we want to do. We also need the biggest one is a personality. We need to describe what the AI actually is and does. So last time, for people who were here, we basically are going to come in here and we're going to write a personality into the code that the AI will act as. So last time we had Roderick the bear, and he was like Bear Grylls, and we like came up with all of his personality traits. We had Clucky McCluckerface, who was originally an elf working for Santa Claus. We came up with her personality, her moves, and then there was Slugma, which is a giant slug creature. Actually, let's do personality last. The middle thing is voice. We need a good voice for it. So for each of the AI characters we're going to do, we need to come up with these 3 things. I think that it is probably helpful to start with picture and voice, because I think that informs the other stuff. like when we found the Slugma voice. I mean, let me just show you the Slugma voice. When we found the Slugma voice, it was like everything else fell into place. You know what I mean?
When the clock beats 12 and moonlight spills like blood across the floor, I will be the one waiting outside, scratching on your door.
You see what I mean? Like that, then you have a good sense. Okay. Let me make sure this works. System. Cool. So I don't know, should we start with an image or a voice? Maybe a voice. I think honestly the voice might inform this more than, like, we start with voice and then we get a picture to match it. Although with what we did with the Slugma is we literally found it was like slug. We found Sluglord first, and then we found the voice for Sluglord. So we can start with pictures potentially, but I think we go off of voices probably first. We pick our voice.
Hey, Doug,
Search
is
frigid.
it possible to watch your podcast on my Samsung Smart Fridge?
I don't know. What you could do is you could put it on your phone and then put your phone in the fridge and close
These
the door.
TTS messages about the bathroom are starting to drag on.
Okay.
Streaming even less? So is the worst stream of the year by default just going to be the only stream that year?
There have been fewer streams so far this year than there will be at any other. All right, we're back. This is continuing to happen, and I don't know why. OBS just stops connecting to Twitch. Yeah, I don't know. This is planned so that we watch the podcast. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Maybe this is bad marketing to be streaming while the podcast is launching. Okay, cool. Another fun split in the podcast. Or I mean in the stream. Really got to figure out what the fuck is going on with OBS. I don't know why it is doing this constantly. It's really annoying, man. I've updated it. I've tried like 8 different things. It's because of OBS WebSockets. I guess it technically could be because of OBS WebSockets, but I think it's extremely unlikely. Alrighty, to recap, if you're for some reason not here or weren't here like 3 minutes ago, we got to start and find a voice, I think. So we'll kick that off and we'll go from there to design our characters. Let me get a couple TTS messages and then we'll go.
Hey Doug, Terry's a Category 2 cyclone outside my house. Can I have this stream off, please? I'm happy to do overtime on another stream.
That's probably why the stream crashed. I probably live in your house.
I don't want the Dookie podcast water.
Dookie podcast one.
My bank account has nipples, Doug. You can milk it.
Okay, thank you. That's very kind of you. All right. People here, I assume some
Doug
people
already told us
4,000,
the
that's fine.
joke. He's going to use one of those prosthetic penises you can use to pass a drug test and pee all over his guests. God told me in a DM.
All right, we need to pick a voice for our first character. I have noticed that there's a category called epic fucking voices. Sexy female villain voice.
Oh, that's so clever. I've never heard a hero say that one before.
God.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
Okay, that's disturbing. Carter the Mountain King.
I've failed over and over and over again in my life.
Can she be my new AI
And
girlfriend?
that is why I
Yes.
succeed. Toughness is in the soul and spirit, not in muscles and an immature mind.
Dude, this is really high quality voices. Holy shit.
In a world where AI voices sound like robots, one man makes it sound epic.
Oh my god. We could make a character that always talks like he's a trailer for an action movie. That would get old, right? That would get old after like 3 hours. Right? That would definitely fucking get old. God damn it, that's so funny though. No, it would be hilarious. We would need to tell him to do other stuff. Okay, Jessica Ann Bogart.
Well, well. Mr. Bond, is it? It would appear you are in a little bit of a bind. Not to worry. I'm sure MI6 will rescue you at any moment.
It'll be funny, then annoying, then funny again. That's true. Frederick.
Our calling began in the time of Babel, when mankind tried to challenge the gods. A great tower was built, and into the heavens went the might of men.
This would get old. This is too slow. Grandpa Storyteller Oxley.
My daddy once told me that a voice is the heart of imagination. I consider that to be absolutely true.
Old man is kind of funny. Why are they so much quieter?
I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. You make me want to be a better man.
His voice is too like raspy. Like it's like gritty in a way that's uncomfortable to listen to.
Once you've got a task to do, it's better to do it than live with the fear of it.
Michael, a deep and controlled British urban voice.
The world can be a tough place to find your identity. I am anonymous.
That one's kind of good. That sounds like a character. Who's the guy who plays Gollum? Sounds like a character he would play in a Marvel movie. Let me rephrase that. It sounds like the character he played in a Marvel movie. Andy Serkis, yeah.
The world can be a tough place to find your identity. I am anonymous.
Okay, but hold on. Consider Brittany, female villain, wicked and deliciously dark.
Do my eyes deceive me? Someone is finally trying to play the hero. How cute. But I'm afraid it's too late.
In a world where AI voices sound like robots,
wait, hold on.
One man makes it sound epic.
Add, use.
In a world where there are goblins inside of this merchant tent, one man will swing his big fucking sword and roll a d20 for maximum impact. Fucking poggies.
we gotta do movie announcer. Even if we get sick of it after an hour, it's gonna be the best hour. You know what I mean? At some point, we gotta deal with the other 5 hours of it not being funny, because that first hour will be so funny. That's what I deal with every day with you guys. I'm sorry, that was mean. But I kind of set myself up for that one, okay? Okay, here's what I'm pitching. Just do faster and it'll be funnier. Oh, wow, they added new faster. It's only 1.2. He is the cinema, is the thing. Right, hour 6 will be really funny again. The middle 4 hours are gonna suck. I think max style exaggeration? Oh, God. Okay, I've exaggerated his style and made him faster. Let's see what this
In a
does.
world where there are goblins inside of this merchant tent, one man will swing his big fucking sword and smack this bitch-ass dragon upside the head. Fucking cinema.
That's pretty, yeah. It's probably a little too fast now, but I think the vibes are good. Try the slowest option. Okay. Okay, as slow as possible. Only slight style exaggeration. Low stability. 0% stability.
In a world where there are goblins inside of this merchant tent,
it's really slow.
One man will swing his big fucking sword and crit this motherfucker. Mother fucking cinema.
That's so good, dude. That's so fucking good. Oh, but okay, we'll get tired of it really fast. We'll get tired of it really fast. It'll be like, okay, hold on. This is like before, if we just use normal, it's like really funny, and then it gets not funny, okay? Really funny at first, gets not funny. It's not funny for a while, and then it's funny at the end, okay? This one is really funny, and then drops off even faster. It becomes not funny for a long time. And then it probably won't even be funny by the end. But the first 30 minutes are going to be so funny. It could be an Ent. An Ent who thinks he's narrating a movie trailer. Short-term gains. I feel like we're going to regret it. And just to be clear, I want to remind everybody, when we do long streams that get boring, I have to be there the whole time. You can leave, okay? It's easy for you to be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll hang out for 30 minutes, and once the stream gets boring, I'll leave. You're sticking me with this. I have to do the entire rest of the campaign with this guy. Who cares? I'm the only one who definitely has to deal with this the whole time. It's not fair.
Doug, please, I can't afford me to donate to your streams, etc., etc.
You gotta start thinking long term. And the editors. I guess that's true. And my poor editor.
Here, split this payment between your partners.
No. Just donate to the podcast. I don't know if you can do that, but... Okay, all right. Can we...
Doug, I've been unemployed for 2 months after getting laid off, but that won't stop you from squeezing me. I don't care if I have to watch your stream on the streets.
Okay, voice is movie narrator. God, this is a really
hey Doug,
funny voice.
You streaming
Holy.
less literally doesn't affect me. This is only like my 4th stream. I'm a YouTube guy. Also, I paid money the other day to tell you stuff and you had a perfectly normal reaction. How dare you?
Thanks, Jake. I won't that next time, don't worry. I'll be sure to, like, I don't know, call you bald
Attention
or something.
chatters, you are now currently 2 hours into a DnD stream without yet seeing any DnD.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're technically not going to see any. This is all...
Will a lemonade
It's all
be sold
character
in the
creation.
Doug Doug grocery store aisle 13?
Yes. I think we go back to 1 speed. The normal speed was good. Maybe like a tiny bit faster.
This TTS is for the lemon.
Okay, thank you. Now that we know our voice, movie narrator, we need a picture. So
Give them
one
a
suggestion
goblin
was
pet
Ents.
that has no power in the campaign and just talks shit. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
We could. Oh.
Doug is milking chat. Is
That's kinda
chat a
dope.
mammal? When is chat giving live birth? Birth stream soon? Are we birthing bits?
Okay, well, let's look at
oh
other
my
things, though.
god, etc., etc.
Like, what about like an ogre? Because like this is kind of funny. Imagining
Doug,
this
Doug,
guy.
when are you getting pregnant? I've been waiting. In a world where my party members are trying to fight these vampires attacking a tavern, one man decides to take matters and a broken bottle into his own hands, etc., etc.
Okay, picture this, okay?
Hi Dug, just an idea, but one of the characters should be deeply concerned that they might be an AI living
It's
person.
still really slow. That could be funny. Isn't it still really slow? Is it too slow? Okay, right. Right.
In a world where I'm a big sleepy boy, one man will take a nappy. Fucking puggies.
It's like, it's pretty good, man. It's funny for it to be this, like, big, lumbering ogre guy. You know what I mean? Look up Relic Sloth. I'm not saying we have to do that. I think it's a good option. Relic Sloth. Oops. Oh. Wait, why would this guy be narrating a movie? I think I need to make stability, or not similarity, stability normal again. Okay, let me, what else should I look?
If the movie trailer guy dies within the first 30 minutes, it isn't a problem.
That is true. This could be pretty funny.
Can the guy be a mind mage or right by Doug, I love you?
I don't know what that... I mean, we can make him whatever we want. He can be. Well, ultimately, we're going to let chat vote, all right? It's not just going to be like, I pick randomly.
In the new video, you say that you were pregnant with the Twitch chatter. This is just more proof that you are pregnant. You can't hide it from us. Stop running.
What is a Rangor?
Hey Doug, Daves has a new video game coming out next week. Will you play it with him on stream? I loved your All Stanley Parable stream, etc., etc.
We are not planning on doing that, but I will talk about it at least. But yeah, new game coming out, I think Tuesday, I want to say?
I just got back from talking to my therapist about my crippling fear of AI who specifically played D&D roguelikes. Anyway, what are we doing today?
This one's so...
In a world
so funny.
Where I'm a big sleepy boy, one man will take a nappy. Fucking puggies.
It probably makes more sense for it to be like to be an ent, to be a tree, you know? But it's so funny for it to be like a big dumb guy. How did that go again? It has not been 6 minutes. Whatever. These are good options. Anything else I should search for movie trailer guy? What if it's a small guy? Small guy. This would be so dumb. No, I'm vetoing it. There's a bunch of people vote this as a meme, and it'll just be stupid.
Bride for a teenage pajama Sam who has since learned he is a clone and what happened to his 26 brothers and is hunting down the murder/creator. Using the new ISO he swears is heavily sarcastic and is gory. Lunchbox is now a microwave for pot noodles. The first 30 minutes of comedy is worth it. It's like watching you.
It'd be funny if it's a guy in a suit. So it looks like there's just like a TV executive that's
Can you just use the movie narrator voice to narrate what they decide to do or to recap what you as the DM decide to do?
Oh, that would be really good. I think we make him a character. There's already a lot of voices in this.
Hi dog, this is my first channel. I'm happy to be here.
This is my first channel. Welcome. Thanks for joining.
Doug, hear me out. Limit his word count. I need him slow. Like our own off-brand Groot.
I mean, I could tell him to keep it short. Oh, Owlfolk would be awesome.
A slow-talking ent is too fucking good. It covers a good portion of the Lord of the Rings and it doesn't get old there. Especially if they really like 2000s action movie narrators.
What is...
An ogre could be good, but have you considered the announcer from The Price is Right from the 80s? If we're going with the trailer guy voice, we should make it so he believes that he is an omnipotent viewer outside of events like the Watchers from Marvel, but because he's just a guy, he continuously gets surprised that people can hear and see him.
That could be funny.
In a world...
It does not, no. It does
where
not fit.
I'm tiny little man.
It does not fit.
I'm going to jump up onto this mushroom. Ka-chow. Yahaha! You found me!
No, we're not making Korok. I'll put him in the list, but don't vote for him. Set aside your desire to pick the meme option, and consider that it's stupid. Why did his voice get so much higher? Okay, let's go off these. I think these are good options. We have the following images for our movie announcer.
Doug, can you look up Bullywug Bard on the 2-minute token website? The Bullywug Bard token has a certain vibe to him.
Bullywug Bard.
If we are going to let chat be the villain, we might as well have really annoying characters. Make the voice slower. Are we designing these to be the characters in the world or the players sitting around the table playing the RPG?
Characters in the world. Characters in the world.
In a world where the water in this pond is too warm.
I think that this would be a good avatar for a different character. I don't think the voice fits. Look, we can go off what you guys vote, but I do think, while as funny as these two are, these do not fit the voice nearly as well as some of the bigger guys. I'm gonna reject Sloth as well. Okay, what does he look like? Your options are Frogman, Korok, Owl Guy, Man in Suit. Man in Suit works because it is like funny for him to just be like announcing movies. Okay, Big Dumb Hill Giant, and then we have Big Dumb Ogre Guy, and then we have finally is Ent.
Make him do the 2-hour recap.
I think, yeah, dude. I think it's got to be Man in Suit or Ent.
We need to find a character that looks
so
similar
good.
to Martin Scorsese, so it's just Cinemain the Campaign.
I mean, okay, we can do that with him. He constantly talks about how things are cinema.
Oh my god,
we can
I'm
add that to his
asphalt
personality.
all over the place. As for Alton, so a new road is born, to carry upon its back the load of hundreds of freights, each in turn carrying more asphalt to expand the roads. It is a never-ending spiral, the lifeblood of our trade system. Asphalt truly makes the world go round. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
I think that Ent is the right call. I do. Because there's funnier things we can do with him being a tree versus him just being a guy. How do I turn this off? There we go. All right. We've got our movie director guy character thing. Now we need to vote on personality. Oh, sorry, this is still on screen. Bam. I'll probably, for the sake of time, write these up separately. But what we want to do is now come up with personality traits for him. So, to give you some example of what we had last time. Personality traits for our giant slug creature, Slugma. You are a schizophrenic, obsessive character that constantly argues with yourself about all of your decisions, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So we very much had like an inspiration. You're obsessed with collecting shiny objects and become extremely protective of them, referring to them as my precious. As a former pro basketball player, you hate the Lakers. You call yourself Big Mama or Big Papa in the third person for no reason and get upset when other people don't call you by this name. You hate productivity and happiness because you are an angry slug creature. You love salty foods. Why did we add salty foods? You have the following special moves. So then once we have the personality, I think then we go for moves, right? You have the following moves. Vomit, throws a ball of slime encasing them. Trail of slime, it's like a sticky trail. Slime dunk, you dunk slime on somebody. And sticky surface, you can stick to the walls and stuff. Fuck this guy, let's go Lakers. Boo! Boo Lakers! I don't care that much about the Lakers. Alrighty. So, personality traits! What do you want to give this guy? Make him love soup. Okay, wait, so first off, how are we phrasing... Let's actually, before general personality traits, let's specifically hone in on what do we want to do with the movie announcing. Always announces, talks about what he's doing like it's a trailer for a summer action movie. That's obvious, right? Is there anything else that we want to try that's related to the movie voice? We'll get to broader personality stuff, but let's decide specifically how we want him to use the movie voice. I don't want him to recap stuff because that would get really annoying. Is that it? Do we like... Does he like... He could also narrate third person? Could he... Should we have him be meta? Okay, I'm going to start with this. Always... I think we just... Let's send it on this. So... Character. Movie announcer. Ent. Always talks about what he's doing like it's a trailer. We have that. Additional personality traits. Narrates in third person is a funny option. Breaks fourth wall. I don't know if that fits with movie trailer necessarily. Okay, loves movies, but misquotes them. Okay, constantly seeks out cinema moments and loudly exclaims cinema when they've happened. I feel like that's a good one. We must give him a name first. I feel like we come up with personality first, actually. Shits his pants constantly. Wait, I have an idea. Talks to his party members as though they're actors on a set. Keeps thinking this is just a movie set. I like that. Always starts with... Oh, yeah, wait, he's a tree. What do we do with a tree? Yo, what's up, Spooky? He's hyper aware that everything is... Does he like wood? Does he hate wood? Does he like plants? Allergic to bees. I mean, he has arthritis. He makes bad tree puns. I don't feel like puns fits. Oh, okay. Photosynthesis could be a good move. Loves milk. Sure, that doesn't relate to... Oh, hates weeds. It's interesting. Really, really, really passionate about preventing forest fires. Hey, we could do afraid of fire. Is there something else like that? I feel like it's a little simple. Very proud of his foliage. Constantly, like, prunes it and stylizes it. Okay, of these, which personality traits are you drawn to? You can vote for multiple, by the way. If you send a message that says 1, you can then send a separate message that says 4, and so on. Thinks all trees are real and living is funny, because he would just talk to trees nonstop. You know what a good personality trait is? Thinks he can talk to trees. But he just yells at trees a lot, and it never does anything. Okay, there's a couple clear favorites. Sorry, John, Milk didn't land. Talks to his party members as though they're on a set. That's great.
In a stream, where there is a collective one hair follicle. Oh shit, I didn't make the rest of the script. Well, wait, I'll retry. In a stream, where there is a collective one hair follicle. Shit. Yeah, I quit. Coming soon or whatever. Rated C tier streamer. Camera pans over to the stage manager, who is obviously the same person in a different shirt. Fuck you. I'm DMing you your 2 weeks notice.
Okay. Everybody is gonna be like acting as though we're on a movie studio at this rate.
The most important question, does trailer guy have insane riz, or are they doomed to roll nat ones in flirting?
I feel like we should... Okay, we got 3 solid personality traits. I think we should have something that relates to fire, I would say.
Hi
probably.
Doug, hi chat. This is my very first TTS. I just used the last $3 of my children's Oregon fund to ask for a sincere question, as he is dying of cancer of his Oregon. He wants the I character halfway through the campaign. He can gain the Refresh the Cinema ability by Doug and Chad. I love seeing chat's lawyer. Alright, by Doug, I love you, etc, etc.
No. But I'll do it. I'll be the good guy.
Here is my pitch.
I'll be the hero.
You get the big tree guy, but riding him is a tiny little guy. And the tiny little guy is the one talking. But everyone thinks it's the ant talking.
Yeah, we like Ratatouille him. Okay, we've already had Pyromaniacs. I don't want to do Pyromaniac. I want it to feel different. I guess we don't need to do anything with fire. We probably should not, just to increase the chances that that it's like a, you know, the story progresses differently. Not as a spoiler, one of the last scenes in our previous campaign, they literally just set everything on fire and then left. And they almost killed everybody, including themselves. And the first campaign, they did kill a bunch of people, including themselves. We don't need more Pyromaniacs. One thing that I did think was good for personality trait that I saw in the chat: infested with owls. like it's like a problem. You know, there's like constantly owls that he's dealing with in his branches. Oh, talks to trees like they're alive. but they're extras on the movie studio, on the movie set. This guy's so fucked up. We want a femboy. He is a tree. I don't know how that works, man. He gets a buff. Okay, we could do, yeah, if chat triggers cinema, then he gets buffed. The problem is that just encourages you guys to spam literally all the time. In choice moments, I'll give him like a bonus if you guys do a cinema that's well-timed. It's not really a personality trait for him, but it would be like a well-timed cinema moment gives him an advantage. We'll do this as a gameplay mechanic because it's fun, but it's not something the AI would be aware of, right? Ooh, yeah, we could do, like, needs a lot of water. Drinks a ton of water. Is there anything else we should do with water? Hydromaniac. Hydrophilia. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think that's like a condition. Makes a lot of noise. Yeah, that'd be funny too. He's a hydro bro. He sweats a ton. He is a tree. I do want to keep reminding you guys, this is a tree. Sexually attracted to fires. Okay, I feel like... Bro, I said that I also have that. You have hydrophilia. You're sexually attracted to water. You're telling me that there are multiple people in my chat who are sexually attracted to water. He wants to get to third base with a weeping willow. I don't want to make this overly sexualized. This is a good Christian virgin community. We read the Bible every day. That's most of what our messages are in chat. I assume these are all Bible verses. We don't need Bjorn Dog. Okay, do we want either of these? You don't have to vote for one. I think if we get one or both of these, this is a really good combo. Like, this will be a very funny
Can you
character.
make a voice sound like Parkser and after everything he says always ends in trust me, I'm a lawyer, alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Nah, I can't. We gotta tone down the lawyer jokes with Parkser. People have been too obnoxious with them, unfortunately.
Napoleon should definitely be in this party, except his portrait and sprite are just the typical I Napoleon model. That way he just completely clashes with everything else and very obviously doesn't belong.
Okay, that is very funny. He's just the
trailer voice
TF2
is
spy.
perfect for a crab. In a world where everything becomes crab eventually, this crab has the smoothest voice ever.
Make Napoleon the short guy. That's such a good idea, Foamy. Okay. Which Parkser jokes are okay? No joking about him being a cop or a lawyer or using guns in any way. Which, I guess anything else. He plays guitar? You can joke about that. But unfortunately, a bunch of people took it way too far. So we gotta turn down those jokes. I feel like basic personality stuff is to be like very confident and like aggressive. Oh, you know what we should do? Like, always seeks out incredible action movie type stunts and epic moments, right? That makes sense. So because we need to give him like personality as well in terms of how he like talks and acts. I don't want to railroad this, but I feel like that's good, right? Because that mixes with the movie trailer stuff. Because then it'll be like, in a world where I jump off this cliff and land on the guy. Make him a deadbeat cop. He's a wait, hold on.
He's a rough and tumble ex-cop from the streets of Philly. And he's here to kick some fucking ass.
Oh! Yeah, this is gonna go well. This is gonna go well. I don't know if we want to make him do stunt double. I don't want him to be too over the top. Because it's funnier that he's like narrating what's going on. It's funny in a world. How do I end this?
In a world where a rough and tumble ex-cop goes to the streets of Philly, and he's also a tree, this summer, forests will get burned. It's time for Dog D&D Tree Down, motherfuckers.
Okay, I think we got our... Look, I think I genuinely... I think, can we get a round of applause? I think we've got a really good fucking character here. I'm excited about this. I didn't know if we could ever top Slugma. This has the chance to top Slugma. I think I'll put all of this into code later on. I'm circling the drain a little bit with energy, so we'll just get the ideas down and then I'll translate this into actual code off stream. But I think we got our boy. Moves for him. Are there any suggestions for moves? I'm not saying he'll replace Slugma, but like, you know, maybe be in the same realm. You know, it'll be MJ and LeBron. Slugma being MJ, obviously. Okay. Moves for our... Actually, okay, name. Let's do name first. Now that we have his personality. Timber's
you
pretty
should
good.
make a changeling that is in a constant existential crisis
Michael
since it
Bay.
doesn't know what it looks like or who it really is. Class could be Druid or All Rouge. Also sorry for what I said during the Hollow Knight stream, etc etc.
That'd be good. I don't remember what you said, but I don't remember anything genuinely bothering me, so I assure you are okay.
You could merge the two voice ideas and turn the deep voice guy into a seductress that has been cursed to have a deep movie trailer voice.
Somebody...
The whole arc is she wants her seductress evil voice back.
Somebody probably already said this. I also thought of it. We're both smart, okay? Martin Scorsese is known by friends as Marty. Martree Scorsese. Oh, fucking cinema. Except, okay, downside, that's really hard to say. Martree Scorsese. It's like, it's actually a kind of shitty name, and I take it back. Oh, Freeman Treeman. Freeman Treeman is really good. Treetonimo. Wait. Treetonimo? Saquon Barkley. I feel like most people wouldn't get it, because that's just his name. Forrest Gump. I don't feel like that doesn't work. Just Barkley. Okay. How do you spell sergeant? I'm so dumb. How do you spell sergeant? There we go. Sergeant Barkley. In a world where this ex-cop tree has to save the princess. Forrest Stump. Okay, that's pretty good. That's better than Forrest Gump. His name is John Trema. John Cena isn't associated enough with movies, I don't think. I know he's in movies. No, Groot would just make it too... Groot would make him want to just say Groot all the time, rather than real words is the problem. John Stick. I'm not seeing it. Quentin Tarantino. I feel like we're stretching, guys.
Hey
Redwood.
Doug, not a funny
Professor
chat.
Oak.
Just wondered where you got the phrase 5-minute coding adventure from. Also,
I'm
your
gonna be
hair is
honest.
looking luscious and non-existent today.
Justin Trudeau. That's so dumb. We're not doing that one. That is actually from Rick and Morty. There's that episode where he's like, quick, 5-minute adventure, in and out. And I just said it a couple times, and then it stuck. Stop. Look, we have enough. We have enough. These are good ones. Okay, no, we didn't. Spruce Lee. That's so good. God, there's like 7 really good ones here.
Hey Doug. I know we're big natural messages, but I think after the years we've known each other you'd look us chatters in the eyes when you read our messages.
Okay.
Not cool, Doug.
I appreciate you for your message. And the personality of the message, not how big it is.
The Ent is the perfect choice for the movie action narrator, however to stay lore accurate he must talk as slow as possible.
Yeah, it's just, it will get so bored so quick. You should be able to... Votes per
He
movie.
believes his life is a movie, and he writes his own story. He tends to forget that things he doesn't expect can happen at all and gets very angry about it.
How do I change this? Translate over.
Doug, you might want to take a peek at Otterfolk in the character images.
We already had an Otterfolk in the first one. Actually, that was I think Rosa was her name, right?
PSA to chat, schizophrenia is not actually multiple personalities, but a disorder that involves disconnections from reality, such as hallucinations.
Oh.
Dissociative identity disorder is the actual diagnosis for multiple personalities. And always remember, funnier characters do not reflect reality, no matter how omega they are.
This is true. Okay. You know what? Let's test this out, actually. Can you write the script for a...
Hey Doug, sorry it's been a while since we've commented. Money's been tight lately. We lost our federal funding and my coworkers and I have been struggling. Still, even so, your streams always put a smile on our faces. Thank you for all you've done. Lots of live from the Taliban. Alright, bye Doug, I love you. He thinks the enemies are movie critics. $300 bits. Make him a cryomaniac, etc., etc. He could try to predict the next thing to happen, like doing the trailer for the future of the campaign.
All right,
Hey Doug,
I'm not gonna read
hope
this.
I'm doing this TTS thing right. I've been watching VODs for a while and I just wanted to say thank you for all you do. Love you. Alright, bye Doug, I love you. As a beaver person, I'm really excited about the potential of this tree character. If he dies, would you mind blocking a stream with his corpse?
We'll use his body
Wholesome
to,
Bible
for
time
his
when the guy
fertilizer.
beat his ass. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it lay down under Balaam, and he was angry and beat it with his staff. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?" Balaam answered the donkey, "You have made a fool of me. If only I had a sword in my hand, I would kill you right now."
Okay.
Napoleon, but he has amnesia and really hates this Napoleon guy he keeps hearing about and disagrees with all his stances.
Ladies and gentlemen. No. Okay, no, I timed it too early. Introducing our D&D character. Spruce Lee.
In a world where evil's roots run deep and chaos threatens to tear cinema apart, one warrior rises from the forest shadows. Spruce Lee, a hero so tough, villains bark at the sight of him. He's leaping from exploding helicopters, dodging fireballs, and dropping enemies harder than falling timber. When the world's about to be chopped down, Spruce Lee says fuck that, branching out into action, fists flying, kicking ass, and leaving splinters. This summer, evil picked the wrong fucking tree.
Oh. Okay. We've got a fucking character, dude. Oh, man. All right.
This summer, evil picked the wrong fucking tree.
In fact, I need to actually tell it that. That's a personality trait. Occasionally says badass action movie trailer quotes like hello, welcome back. I happened again. Took a screenshot. I will look into this again. I'll stream. This is just happening 1 to 2 times every single stream. Don't know why. Anyways, Spruce Lee was too strong. He was pretty strong. This up. I am writing a note to myself to figure out what is going on. Alrighty, last thing, hopefully people are still here, is we gotta pick some moves for Mr. Spruce. Any good ideas for this? I would need to update these a little bit off stream, but moves! Okay, wait. Grabs a branch, breaks a branch off his trunk. And smacks some and uses it like a club. Bonus damage if it's from a different tree. That's just me. Owl attack. The owls in his branches fly out and attack and harass the enemy, distracting them. That's good. Picks up and chucks another party member. That'll be so ridiculous. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Oh shit, my text-to-speech is broken.
He has constant diarrhea. But he's a tree, so he keeps shitting pine cones everywhere.
Drops pine cones as like a sticky bomb.
Hey Doug, first time chatter. Am I safe to chat, or is Twitch chat currently doing an arbitrary challenge where I might get banned?
Uh-oh, I'm sorry, man. You failed today's challenge. We've been doing D&D, but there's been a secret thing, Sci-Hi, where if anybody says exactly that text-to-speech message, you get perma ban. Mods, go ahead, take them out back. I'm sorry that you were the first one to discover this. I do hope you enjoyed the couple minutes you had here, but very, very bad day to tune in. It was a nice
Doug,
try.
Stream
yeah,
idea.
it was.
What if you take all the ID&D characters and have them all fight to the death to determine who the ultimate TIE character is?
You could do something like that. You could eat shit. You know, it's... Eat shit
Doug,
to power up.
I was playing chat last night with some friends and we found a place where we mad-libbed scripts and got to act them out. We kept doing infomercials and I got to be Billy Mays
Nice.
like 3 times. Thank you for helping me find my Billy Mays flair.
Oh,
Alright,
he
bye
could do,
Doug,
yeah.
I love you.
What is Bruce Lee most famous for? He's got the 1-inch punch, right? Do we want to give him something
He could
related
eat
to Bruce
shit.
Lee?
Since he's a tree, that's fertilizer, and it gives him a power-up.
Oh yeah, photosynthesis as a heal is a cool idea.
Meltdown, where he calls for his assistant and a break from acting, dealing psychic damage in a sphere around him.
The 1-leaf punch. I probably want like 4-ish moves in total
He
for
cleans
him.
out
Maybe
his
5.
branches, occasionally finding useful items. The move is called Branch Manager.
1-inch trunk. Sounds like we're talking about his wiener. That's the problem there.
What if grows spiky vines to body slam?
Wait, somebody said director's cut. Slash an enemy with branches.
He has a squirrel family who lives in him and they throw nuts at enemies.
I feel like the owls cover that. The fact that the owls are living in him, I think is pretty good.
I fear not the tree who
Take
has streamed 10,000 times on Twitch, but I fear the trio has a Twitch disconnect on them 10,000 times. Sprucely 2025.
Burrows into the ground and gains extra armor until he moves.
He
It's not
can
that
unleash
exciting, but
a
it's kind of
squirrel
cool.
stampede upon his enemies.
I think owls, we leave it with owls. We don't want too many different animals. Like, we don't want a zoo up in there, you know?
Picks up a party member and throws them. The party member is not happy with this action.
I don't want to dictate how the party members feel, but it is very funny that they would just chuck a party member. And I feel like that fits well with act. I really like this one.
Hey Soviet winter. In actuality, pine cones are not analogous to diarrhea.
Oh.
Pine cones are more so like a seed. So he is spreading his load everywhere in that regards. Take that how you will.
Thank you for the correction. Appreciate it. These are really good. Okay, let's go with these.
I have no idea
Moves.
what it
What
would
moves do you
do,
want?
but I feel like it would be fitting if there's a move called character growth. Get it? Because
I don't get
trees
it.
grow, and movies have characters, and he likes
Oh.
movies. Okay, this idea is half-baked.
Hey, release your idea this summer. This was just the trailer. I guess
Hey,
director's
Doug,
cut could
float
just be like
a
his standard
butterfly,
move.
splinter like a tree.
So dumb. I don't think I've ever seen a Bruce Lee movie, actually. I
He
really
should
need to
grow
do
trees
that.
under enemies, knocking them into the air.
That is cool. I really like the ones we have here. Watch Enter the Dragon, at least. Oh, yeah, I mean, old martial arts movies are awesome. I just haven't gotten around to watching many of them. Okay. So we definitely want owls.
You should try to do a D&D campaign while high.
Chucking another person. God, dude, no, I can't. That would just be stressful to me. Eat shit to power up. It's a fertilizer. It looks like we're going more for that rather than him coming everywhere with pine cones.
Make him eat a Biden at all and also have none trunks, etc., etc.
None trunks. Okay, how about director's cut slash an enemy with his nun trunks? It's just confusing. I feel like we just say branches, man. Okay, what was the next highest? None of the others were like, oh, photosynthesis. Wait, did I put that down? Oh, so we've got 5 solid ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I feel like that's good. 5 moves. Because we also... There's
Could have pulled a Jujutsu Kaisen and made Bruce Lee have a domain expansion called One Tree Hill.
that is a good idea. Yeah, I think branches, he can then use funny puns for it, ideally. I do love JJK, but boy, the domain expansion thing does not make sense. These were by far the most popular 5. So we're going to go off this. All right. We have a great character. I'm going to be FR with you guys.
The axe forgets. The tree remembers. When he gets hurt, he returns higher damage.
That is a cool one. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm sure there are other good ideas. I don't want to give him too many moves because we also want him to just randomly pick weird shit and not feel... We don't want to railroad the AI into always picking one of the predetermined moves. You know what? Even though that is a very good idea. Ugh. So I think we're good with 5. With that being said, we're 1 character out of 3. Let's make a new one. Also, hopefully pick up the pace a little bit.
With the talking to trees, I think he should think he knows the trees or they are his relatives. Like cousins or aunts or kids of his.
We can add that. I like the idea that they're they're extras on set, because then he's like kind of rude to them. It's like he treats them like, they're not important. Like he's the movie star, which I think is very funny. In fact, I'm going to put that here. Alrighty. Excellent. New character. Should we start with a voice again? The voice was a pretty good starting point, I gotta say. We did epic voices. That had some great stuff. Bring your stories to life. Harrison Gale.
All the power of Bruce Lee with all of the personality of Chevy Chase.
Let her go now. That'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. If you don't, I will look for you, and I will find you.
Tentatively, Napoleon is our third one. We need a second character who is not Napoleon Bonaparte.
Once the great Tommy Shelby said, "I'm just an extreme example of what a working man can achieve."
Yeah, these are kind of boring. Epic Voices was pretty funny. Perfect for conversational AI.
It's not about what we have or what we achieve, but about how we experience each moment. This is the most profound secret of life.
Oracle X.
We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?
Damn, girl. Entertainment and TV. A young man with a cheerful and relaxing Portuguese voice.
Dá só uma olhada nesta bela voz para o seu projeto. Isso vai ser divertido.
Intimate baritone of a weathered man whose soul has been sculpted by hardship.
The most important part of a project is this. Can the listener understand the speaker? Nothing else counts.
रामायण की सबसे सुंदर बातों में से एक है, रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई.
The Portuguese one. No, we're not doing the Portuguese one.
बचन न जाए.
Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them.
Reverend.
With over 600 sermons voiced, I've called out in darkness, guiding those who listen. When the path is unclear,
Jesus Christ.
I speak. I am the Reverend.
Kuya Boy Basketballista, the ultimate basketball announcer.
If you're looking for a sports announcer for basketball or any other sport, hire me, Kuya Boy Basketballista, for your projects. Let's do it.
I'm going to be honest. That is not what I was expecting. Screaming George.
Contemplad el poder de una voz que no pide atención, la exige, porque hay momentos en que tu mensaje necesita menos protocolo y más revolución.
This would get old really quick. It's very funny.
Why don't you just relax? That's right. And if it wouldn't be funny, then it would be sexy. Maybe a little exaggerated, but seductive. Search Natasha.
Donnie, real New Yorker.
Looking for a conversational real New Yorker? Let Donnie spice up your content all the way from Brooklyn to the Bronx. Let's get it going, baby.
We already had a New Yorker. We already had Tony from New York. So, John, the heart of America. Ooh.
The years teach much, which the days never know.
Yeah, it's actually a decent Southern accent. Okay, Screaming George. All right, what voice? Screaming George is a good one. Napoleon, we already know his voice because I already have it. Screaming George is an option. We also have the seductive John Wayne Rugged Men Collection. What? Engaging characters for video games. Cowboy Bob.
Well, howdy there, partner. Don't mind the tumbleweeds. That's just our way of rolling out the red carpet.
Okay, that's funny. Cowboy Bob. Albert, funny cartoon character.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm the cartoon boy Albert. Haha, no one can mess with me.
I, with all respect to whoever made this, can't imagine something that would get annoying faster. By midway through this 6-second clip, I was annoyed of this voice. For the love of God, no. Lutz laugh.
So she sneaked up from behind me and didn't notice that I've already noticed her. And suddenly I turned around and said, "Gotcha!"
Young American male voice. That is not American at all.
Well, well. Mr. Bond, is it? It would appear you are in a little bit of a bind. Not to worry. I'm sure MI6 will rescue you at any moment.
Okay, there was a better, hold on. There was a better seductive. Sexy female villain voice.
Oh, that's so clever. I've never heard a hero say that one before. How long did it take you to come up with that?
It's a bad idea for us to use that voice, but it would be funny. Demon monster.
I have come from the land of darkness, and I'm ready to take your soul.
I already have a voice like that, so we don't really need that.
Hello there! My name is Whimsy. I am a silly and exaggerated voice perfect for cartoon characters.
I would be so fucking annoyed by this. I would be so annoyed by this. God, there's some really good options here. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, other than Albert,
Mars has captured human imagination for centuries.
It's like the same thing.
Our calling began in the time of Babel, when mankind tried to challenge the gods.
My name's Emma, and today I'm gonna tell you all about the bestest place ever.
Ui, toll. Vergib mir, wenn ich vor Freude nicht in die Luft springe, Simba. Ich hab's im Rücken, weißt du.
That's a pretty good voice.
Well, hello there. Step into my lab. Look at this. Let me show you my pancake combobulator.
Is that like trying to be... What's the show you guys all like that is shocking that I didn't watch it? Is that like what the guy from the Platypus show sounds like?
One today is worth 2 tomorrows.
That's not a very good one. Okay, I think we have several extremely, extremely good options, and we should vote on these. Screaming George was the guy who was just yelling. I don't remember how we got there. We have Whimsy.
Hello there! My name is Whimsy. I am a silly and exaggerated voice perfect for cartoon characters.
My God. Okay, that we're gonna go backwards. That was Whimsy. We have sexy female villain voice. Villain voice? Hello? What? Where'd it go? Did I get the name wrong?
My developed pitch for the coffee lock, a high-strung elven warlock who is always looking to steal diamonds to crush up and snort for spells. Voice probably horrible scary woman.
I mean, I'll add this regardless because it's good. Okay, what is the other ones?
We need a nerdy voice to balance out the cool announcer voice.
Do we though? Okay, what was Cowboy Bob?
Well, howdy there, partner.
Hey Doug,
Don't mind the
I mentioned my virgin olive oil worshipping D&D character to you a while ago. Just wanted to let you know that more and more players are joining the religion. Praise the Virgin. Alright, bye Doug, I love you, etc, etc.
Okay, we have Albert.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm the cartoon boy Albert. Haha, no one can mess with me.
Oh shit,
Totally
the Whimsy
understandable
voice
if
would
you're
fit
too
really
low
well.
energy to implement them in the code, but it's unfortunate if we don't get any test vocal messages for any of these today. Sprucely especially.
I mean, I think we're
maybe
getting...
just do one.
It would require a lot of setup to get it going. I think I'm gonna save it. I'm sorry.
You should Photoshop some
kind of
shitty
rigged.
sunglasses and a beret onto the tree. Then you'd be a true Hollywood director.
Which other ones? Screaming George, we didn't get. There's a
You
decent
know it
amount
as
of work
well as
to
we
get
do, Doug.
one of the characters
Screaming
set up.
George the Bibliotecario is the only option.
The Bibliotecario.
Contemplad el poder de una voz que no pide atención. La exige.
Give Whimsy's voice to the
Porque
hill
hay
giant
momentos
Oroga.
en que tu mensaje necesita menos protocolo y más revolución.
Obviously, we would have him
Coffee
speaking
Lock
English.
should be voiced by Whimsy.
Coffee Lock? Oh, right. We would have him voiced, we would have him speaking English, obviously. Really? I thought sexy female villain voice would be crushing it. You gotta have the AI only speak in Spanish and no subtitles. That's so dumb. Like, every single time he talks, like, chat, what did he say? Women are scary, Doug. Yeah. For the benefit of international
If I
viewers,
use
of
a
course, yes.
Goldberg machine to press the button on a camera, do I have the copyright to it? Or does the machine have it? And how exactly does it differ from using I to make an image?
Yeah, if the machine is... what's the word?
If you haven't told the species already decided, consider the Shuni from Pathfinder 2e, the funny pug race.
Pug race. Deterministic, that's the word. If a machine is deterministic, it's not creating something itself, it's just pressing a button.
Kinda like Egg the Bear.
So you would
so
own
much potential there.
Yeah, but whimsy is so good. Like, if I take a picture with my phone, but I use a stick to press the button, I still get the thing. It's just if another person is doing the creative work of it. A Rube Goldberg machine is not creative. The creation of it might be creative. The output of it is not a creative being. Okay. As a reminder, our second character will be using this voice.
Hello there! My name is Whimsy. I am a silly and exaggerated voice perfect for cartoon characters.
Can you write a whimsical one-paragraph speech from a very silly and whimsical D&D character about an epic campaign that you're going on, but also there's lots of whimsy and wonder to it? Make him depressed. Why would we do that? Oh my god, this is so long. Okay, we need to find a visual for whimsy. Currently, this is an option. The frog. However, we also have, I don't know, what should I search?
Oh, fellow adventurers, gather round and lend your ears. Though please do keep them attached, they're terribly useful. Today, we embark upon the most splendiferously whimsical quest ever imagined. We'll dance through fields of singing daisies, barter with glittering unicorns.
I already hate him.
Who charge nothing but riddles, and skip fearlessly over bridges guarded by terribly polite trolls who insist we stay for tea. Our noble goal? To recover the legendary spoon of infinite pudding, guarded fiercely by a dragon who breathes nothing but cotton candy clouds. Fear not the sugary storms or ticklish pixies. Onward we shall frolic, for whimsy and wonder await at every delightfully ridiculous turn.
Madeline Celeste, you really summarized it well, I think. This fucking sucks, I love it. Are we sure that between the sexy female villain voice, which is very funny, and whimsy, that we want whimsy? Are we sure about this? Really think about what you're doing.
Make a clown character and use Whimsy's voice. Make his entire bit that he juggles 3 bottles of olive oil constantly, and if he drops even one on the ground he instantly dies and turns into an olive oil puddle.
Can you mix both of them? I could. I don't
How can
think
chat
it will
be
work
scared
as
of
well as
women
you
if
think.
all of us
The
are
mix, they
lesbians?
don't mix very well.
Slash show. Wait, it makes perfect sense now.
Here's the problem. Yes, whimsy has 60% of the vote. The 40% of people who don't want whimsy probably
Doug,
really
I know
don't want
this
whimsy.
is silly, but I thank you for making videos.
Oh, thank you, man.
This is my first stream and you genuinely make my day better. I listen
appreciate
to
that.
you on the way back from college all the time, etc, etc.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I really want... Look, we're leaving whimsy. It's 60% of the vote. It's just... I'm just reminding
As
and,
a woman,
and
we
pointing
demand
out...
female representation.
That's what I think. I think we should have actual women in our party and not fucking whimsy, the annoying clown creature. We all need more whimsy in our lives. Wait, whimsy can still be a lady. If I make... I could... I can mess with it. Okay, here's the thing. Voices don't mix well. They just become like... Basically just one dominates the other, is my experience with it so far. I don't think it'll work at all for some. I mean, I can try it. I can mess with it. I'll do that off stream because I have to then make a bunch of exports of it, and then see how they sound together. And then also what happens is depending on the settings. So here, like with Whimsy, stability changes how much it's like mixing them together well. That's why some of the voices are like changing rapidly while they're talking. It's because I make the stability really low. Let's make the speed fast, stability low, similarity low, style exaggeration high, and then let's just fucking send it. And then we'll vote on Whimsy one last time, okay? Here is Whimsy.
Oh, fellow adventurers, gather round and lend your ears, though please do keep them attached. They're terribly useful. Today, we embark upon the most splendiferously whimsical quest ever imagined. We'll dance through fields of singing daisies, barter with
Ow, God, that's not... Okay, he's also really quiet.
Terribly polite trolls who insist we stay for tea.
Are you sure you want Whimsy instead of the fun, sexy villain voice?
Fiercely by a dragon who breathes nothing but cotton candy clouds. Fear not the
I know that I'm like mega rigging this.
For whimsy and wonder awaited every delightfully ridiculous turn.
Okay, wait, I have an idea. What if there's something with the character where their voice changes? Maybe we need to hear the sexy villain again. What if it's like during the day it's a frog, but then at night it's like Shrek, you know? Like at night, like she's a sexy female villain, but at night she turns into Whimsy, the annoying clown frog. Because that way, if we're really split on which one we like, that way every time it transforms into the other character, like half the chat will be really pumped and half the chat will be pissed off. It's literally the worst of both worlds, and that makes it a good idea. Okay, here, we'll do a new poll. Do we have a Shrek-style character changer? Yes, no. We only want Whimsy. Whimsy, Madge. I don't know if it's gender fluid or there's some sort of like spell. I am slowly pulling people towards sexy female vote. Look, I'm happy to compromise and say that we have a character that is like changing, that it like transforms on some sort of time interval. Okay, in that case, we need 2 different tokens. We need a Whimsy token and a hot villain token. How exactly? Let's do Whimsy first. Or no, maybe we start with hot villain first. Who do we start with?
Cocaine lock femboy Whimsy.
This is so... Okay, we're picking the villain first, okay?
If we do the Whimsy
They're
voice,
both hot.
he should
Fine.
have an absolutely fucking tragic backstory and or be a level-headed therapist with a deep insight into the souls of his enemies and looks to deal with all situations with de-escalation and advanced philosophy.
The Joker. This could be Whimsy.
You know we want Whimsy cause he's fucking annoying. We just want to torture you.
I know, I'm the one that has to listen to him, to be clear. If Whimsy is literally just the Joker, that'd be so annoying.
If we have to listen to this guy, can you make him suicidally overconfident and have a backup character ready, etc, etc.
No, we'll do the swapping. The swapping's funny, because that way, like, people just, like, stop watching the YouTube
Doug, we
video
want
because he'll turn
sexy
into
clown
Whimsy
girl.
again.
Please.
Sexy. Hot?
Give
how do we...
Whimsy the personality of a sexy woman.
Well, they'll both have the personality of a... No, the personality needs to, like, completely change. Queen.
We
That's
can always make Napoleon the woman. What could go wrong?
That's true. That being said, I think we stick to... Oh...
If we want women represented, we could have Napoleon be a femboy.
But only at night. He turns into one. like Fiona from
Maybe
Shrek.
Whimsy is transfemme? Did you ever ask them their pronouns, Doug?
I didn't. You're right. They don't exist yet, but I haven't done that.
Make Whimsy non-binary, you coward.
I think that... Oh, fuck.
Doug Whimsy needs to be a completely fucked up psycho who just talks whimsically. He is manically insane and finds fantasies of graphically disemboweling his enemies whimsical and light-hearted. I feel like that would make the character less annoying if there is the funny contrast.
Okay, I do like that. The sexy queen is just like really horny, and then Whimsy is like a
Gender-fluid, evil,
complete
whimsical
fucking
frog
psycho.
person.
Gender-fluid frog whimsical person.
Sounds
what if Whimsy
like a
is
fun
actually
time,
hot?
alright by Doug, I love you.
Okay, I think these are good. Anything else I should search for the hot villain queen?
Make it so that hot villain lady is balancing a bottle of olive oil on her head, and if it spills she becomes whimsical.
That's so dumb. Like, we'll come up with a... Oh, yeah, succubus or siren. Yeah.
The hot villain should be Whimsy, and the feral goblin coded
How many
token should be the hot
C's?
villain lady.
2 C's. Oh, that's pretty good.
I still want
What
George
is an
the
incubus?
Bibliotecario, but I guess I'll have to compromise to a hot wig clown villain lady.
I'll have to compromise, yeah. What's the difference between incubus? Oh, it's just male version, okay.
Gender fluid Whimsy. Also first time chatter here.
Welcome. It's succubus but a boy. I thought that was what succubus meant. So
Doug, this is going to turn me into a daytime misogynist. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Look up lady. Oh yeah, there's probably some good. Although lady's just going to give us, I think, pretty like tame looking characters, and we want characters that are pretty like strong looking. All right, we got good options here. Okay, the voting will commence shortly. Who is the hot villain? This is, I guess, nighttime? I don't know. What? Oh my god. No, we're not doing that. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. She's not sexy enough. No offense. She's very sexy on the inside. Anyway, option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. That's not one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mix the voices in 11 labs and give us sexy Whimsy. Wait, we already have that?
The only bad part I can see about using Whimsy's voice is that I'm going to have to
poll
maintain
if
an
people
erection
even
for 8
like
straight
the
hours.
sexy woman voice. Personally, it feels a bit weird for sexy woman to be the joke, especially if chat isn't normal about it. Not a big deal. Just me.
I think it's more... I think the way we design the character is more what matters. I think having the voice be sensual
Whimsy
is completely
Napoleon.
fine.
He's pissed that he only has a girl voice or a Whimsy voice.
I think Napoleon, we just use Napoleon's existing assets that I have. So it represents the Napoleon character
Ability
that is in my
proposal
streams.
for Whimsy, smitten, somehow charms and target to fall in love with him. But he also charms himself to the target.
Man, my favorite was 3, but we'll go with 1. All right,
Here's
1
an idea.
is our winner.
Why not use the villainess voice normally, but forced to cast using whimsical magic with the Whimsy voice?
Oh, I get what you mean. Coding
Can the
wise,
Bullywug Bard be Napoleon? They look very similar. Maybe Napoleon reincarnated as the Bullywug Bard?
Doug is so fucking horny for 3. I thought
I'm
it
watching
looked
this
nice.
stream while doing a software engineering exam, and since this is a take-home exam and fully open notes, I am not breaking any academic integrity, and it is very easy, which is why I am watching your stream at the same time. Anyways, as a software engineer, can you wish
Whole
me
1
good luck
versus
so
3.
I get a 100 on the exam? Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
It's 1 or 2. 2 is the... I don't know why this poll would make a difference.
Michael Wade,
this is 1,
Duke Twitch
this is
Chat,
2.
and Sexy Whimsy. I love
1,
how
2.
much gender fluid representation is in the Duke Doug cinematic universe.
Is it gender fluid if they're transformed magically via
We should
potion?
have a character who
Hello,
is completely
Adexon.
obsessed with Pajama Sam. Also, I formally requested for the rest of the duration of this stream we call Doug Steve. Everyone say hey Steve in chat.
Don't tell chat to spam things. Potions are fluid. You know what? You're right. I take that back. All right, number 1 still
I'm
1.
not entirely opposed to it, but if the two forms have entirely separate personalities, how do you make them not feel like just two separate characters? Like, what's the difference between having a shapeshifter as opposed to just two characters?
I think it will mostly be cosmetic. We will mostly make them the same thing. But what I can say is during the daytime when you're the hot villain, you are more like, you know, seductive, or like you lean into personality and human interactions. And then when he's whimsical, he just does like wacky Three Stooges shit, you know? I feel like we can make it so most of the personality is the same, but just the way they express that personality changes. And I feel like that will still be coherent, rather than like they are completely different. It's like, what's like a character in a well-known thing that is relevant? I don't know. Oh, sorry, very loud. Okay, we need a token for Whimsy. This is when they turn into a whimsical piece of shit. Tiny?
This many is worth saying that the idea of Whimsy being the seductive one and the sexy voice being the whimsical gremlin is so good. Alright, love you, Doug.
It's confusing.
etc.
It's confusing and weird. Okay, we're looking for Whimsy. Crab. I don't think Crab
You could make it so that
Whimsy.
sexy evil female voice has a whimsical personality and Whimsy has a sexy personality.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Doug scammed a guy taking the software exam, so I wish you good luck on his behalf.
You're right, I apologize.
Godspeed, Comrade 07, alright by Doug, I love you.
Good luck, I do hope it goes well. This guy looks like what I imagined Whimsy to be.
Plot twist, Whimsy is actually the horny and seductive one, and the sexy lady voice one is the chaotic one.
A jester. Maybe Bard?
I walked at Clown Joker NGL, just gave the floor a new layer of lacquer, winking. Thanks, Swimsler.
What? Thank you.
You could put both of them in the wrong body and they want their bodies back.
You know what I should search is gnome.
Hey Dougal, first time cheer here. Just watch the new vid. It's hilarious.
No, thank you.
Is the ice still here?
It is not currently on, although I can turn it on. Actually, I probably won't, just so he stays somewhat focused. But we can add him into the stream whenever we want now.
Based on the tags that their voices has. We have not voted on their personalities yet, etc. etc.
I know, I was giving a hypothesis of what it could be, which I think is pretty good.
Also backing Whimsy being sexy and sexy lady ting the whimsical one.
They can both be sexy. They'll both be sexy. They just become very, very. She becomes very, very whimsical at night. Easy.
Napoleon
Done.
and Hot Villain should be madly in love but can't differentiate between the two transformations even though one is a succubus and the other a frog. Love is blind, so he flirts with both as though they are the same, but Psycho Whimsy is very verbally abusive, so it's a 50-50 what reaction he gets, and he is clueless and can't figure it out at all, so it's comically toxic and unhinged,
I don't know.
etc.
All of what you described, I would have to code into. I would have to tell the AI to do all of that. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, this guy could be funny. All right, let's vote. Options for Whimsy. Here's 1. Here's 2. The little nipple gnome. 3. 4. Oops, I closed his tab. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clown frog thing. 5. Clown robot. 6 is a crab. 7 is Korok. 8 is Clown Joker, 9 is the Yoker, 10 is the Frog. 10 actually pretty solid options except for the crab. Who is Whimsy?
I apologize for asking for a female character earlier. Didn't mean for this to happen.
No, it is good. We need some mix up. We can't just have all men every campaign.
The reason for their curse or method of their transformation is a potion called gender fluid. Or they are seeking out the magical powers of gender fluid to end their curse.
Except Whimsy doesn't want the curse to end. Okay, 4 and 10 are getting the most votes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Rather than changing personality based on time of day or duration, the personality swap should happen when triggered by a circumstance or emotion. Like maybe villain voice comes out when there's danger, or whimsy comes out when a party member uses a certain word, etc. Or right by Doug, I love you.
Yeah, we'll have to decide in a sec what is the trigger that swaps
Movie
them.
people care about having daylight to shoot, and we have a Fiona-like character.
Okay.
You should make the campaign based on a weird day-night cycle fucking up everyone's sleep.
Option 1, Clown Frog. Option 2, Bard Frog. You guys clearly want a frog.
You rigged this hard. Whimsy was the original character and now he's a victim of your goonery, only appearing at night.
Don't call it goonery. I was simply representing the people.
It could make sense that they become depressed at night when they turn to whimsy.
You would cast the 40% of them aside just because you technically have the majority? That's
There's
no way to run a
the
chat.
Gender solid or right by Doug, I love you, etc. etc.
They must find the gender solid to merge their personalities again. Yes, they are cowards. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting kind of tired. Shit. Okay, Clown Frog. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please introduce to you the night version, I guess, of Whimsy.
Fellow adventurers, gather round and lend your ears.
I hate
So
them.
please do
Doug, these last couple streams have been very Guna-coded. Are you okay, buddy? Have you talked to your therapist about your loneliness problem?
He's so I'm gonna have to boost his volume in the code.
But riddles and skip fearlessly over bridges guarded by terribly polite trolls who insist we stay for tea. Our noble goal?
Having a gender fluid character's goal being to stop being gender fluid seems a little weird angle to go down.
Yeah, I agree. Probably we will not do that.
Onward we shall frolic, for whimsy and
He's
wonder
perfect.
awaited every delightfully ridiculous turn.
That's rich, Doug. You were the one pushing for the sexy female voice. You hate whimsy.
Apparently I haven't made my position clear. I do hate whimsy. You guys don't need to skirt around
That
it.
clown
This
frog's
guy
hairline
fucking
is better
sucks.
than yours, Doug.
But the fact that he's only around some of the time makes me very happy that he's around. Because then
If
I
we
can
have
complain
gender
about
fluid
it.
and gender solid, we must also have gender gas and gender plasma, all right by Doug, I love you.
Yeah, and like gender quantum computing, or whatever that thing is Microsoft made. My guy, D-Face.
Hey Doug, I think the easiest way for them to swap
okay, I'm just
personalities would
imagining-
be when they take damage. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
That is actually really good. That's a nice, clear, consistent, like simple way to do it. I think that's good. Okay, let's vote on this next. Just to be clear, I'm excited that when the hot villain takes damage or whatever the trigger is and turns into whimsy, that 40% of people in the chat are going to be like, all right, I'm out. And they leave. And my viewership drops by thousands of people because fucking whimsy is back. All right. Okay. Are we just calling her, they? Are we calling they Whimsy? What is their name? I feel like it's probably Whimsy, right? Or does the name change? I feel like it should be one. It should be one thing. Viewership shoots up tenfold. The 60% of people who like Whimsy won't suddenly multiply. Do Whimsy backwards. So like Yism. Yisma. I don't feel like that lands. I feel like we do one name. Both. Okay, I'm going to do one name also because it's already pretty complex how the AIs talk to each other, and I don't want to make that more complex. So it needs to just be one name, not two that are changing. Otherwise, that gets even more confusing to track in the code. So one name. Yzma. I mean, it could be like Yzma and Whimsy. I need to do one. We got to do one. Yzma and Whimsy are funny. I mean, maybe that works. No. The way they talk, they have their name at the beginning of every sentence. It has to be one. It just has to be one. And it can just be Hot Whimsy and Whimsy, Cole Whimsy. John Whimsy. Jesus, take the wheel. DXEs, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay,
Whimsy makes my gender solid, etc., etc.
Whimsica. These are so...
I love that the Whimsy voice is literally just Hedonism bot from Futurama.
You're right. It is really close to that. Okay. I mean, it could be John Whimsy, but they just go by
Many
Whimsy.
tell tales of the terrifying way Whimsy curse and what it does to women.
Be warned, women.
Whimsy at all costs. Alright, so you don't find Whimsy as hot as the rest of us. Get over yourself, Papa Cialis, and get gooning. The hog crankers need you. I'm back again, Doug. Can we also get a not hot female character? Just a wonderful talented woman, alright by Doug, I love you, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's what Napoleon is.
In a world where the night turns women into whimsy beings.
Okay, Alright, the name is Whimsy. We need personality traits. Personality traits. Actually, okay, what changes the character? What transforms them? Taking damage. I like that. I think that's very clean. Day-night cycle. Some kind of potion. Depression. It's not like we have to turn it into a game mechanic. As a reminder, AIs are playing this, so we also need to make this simple enough that the AIs can understand what's happening. Like triggering specific words being said by other party members, I guess. Sexual tension changes it. Meeting a new person. So every time they meet a new person, being thrown by the end. The problem is that if Spruce Lee throws the hot villainess and she turns into Whimsy, the frog, and then he dies in the story, we're just stuck with Whimsy for the rest of the campaign. Having sex. I'm not intending on them having sex during the campaign. Appreciate where your head's at. I know you're thinking about Whimsy and getting excited, but a cinematic moment. So the problem is it's like really hard to define what that is. Random chance. I like taking damage the most, but I will defer to you guys. I think mechanically that's definitely the simplest and most consistent. It's not like as funny thematically, but that way there's always a very clear, thing of like we know when it would or would not happen.
Hot Whimsy and not Whimsy, alright by Doug, I love you, etc., etc.
Hot Whimsy. Oh no. He's hot.
Doug, I need you to play all the Five Nights at Freddy's games or else I'll steal your toilet. I'm starting a movement. FNAF for Doug. FNAF for Doug. FNAF for Doug.
I'm probably never gonna do that. I can spoil that for you right now. I don't think that one's happening.
Hey Doug, why is there a channel point reward to steal Vladimir Lenin's body? Is he secretly whimsy? Alright, bye Doug, I love you, etc. etc.
He seems
I spent
whimsical.
money on this. But it should be the opposite of the Frog Prince. The sexy succubus is extremely attractive, but on a kiss they turn into whimsy.
Okay, no, the only way that would work is I would have to, like, tell them to aggressively be trying to kiss people, and then it's just, we've just made, like, a sexual harasser. Like, I don't, like, I like the concept, but I would have to, like, really force things in order for that to happen on any kind of regular basis. Okay, when they take damage, they transform. What other personality traits? What personality traits for whimsy? Ideally, these are things that apply to both versions, but we can have some that are only for one. I mean, it could be, like, highly sexual, but again, I don't want to, like, push the... I think, like, we can make a move that's, like, seduce or something like that. Hot version wants to seduce people. And seduce and charm people. For evil purposes. But the frog version wants to what with people? Ideally, it's kind of related. Or is it the same thing? Wants to seduce them for whimsical purposes. Okay, again, I'm worried. I don't want to make them, like, sexual deviants. Okay, wants to charm people with whimsical jokes. How about that? He just wants friends. That's not annoying enough. Let's just say this. I think we should make Whimsy the Frog as annoying as we possibly can, so that everybody who hates Whimsy, like me, can be justified and complain about him all the time. That's a good idea. He loves honking a clown horn. We could make it so Whimsy is just, like, annoying and really clumsy and just gets everything. and then the hot villainess is just, like, really competent. We could kind of just make them two personalities. Because then every time Whimsy shows up, it's like, oh god, he's useless. But because he's so clumsy and likely to hurt himself, he'll probably transform back into sexy version pretty quick. That's pretty funny. Okay, so hot, actually just competent. And evil. Frog, extremely clumsy. He's like a... They're trying to erase Whimsy. I am slowly removing Whimsy from the campaign. Oh, God. Yo, Aiden Fox, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you had a great stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. We are designing a character for a future Dungeons & Dragons campaign that will be played by an AI. Tries to plug their podcast. Okay.
Make Whimsy have 2 hearts for each form and see which one dies first. If it does, then that side will be dead for the rest of the game.
Oh, thanks, Aiden. I appreciate it, man. I will hopefully share more code. I need to share more code frequently. Pyromaniac.
You can make a more complex changing condition if you have a 4th eye whose purpose is just to judge whether the condition has been met.
That's too much. Oh, Whimsy says stupid catchphrases.
Last character should be a Minotaur named Hog Crankerton.
No.
Who up cranking they Whimsy? Etc. etc.
We are not riled up for Whimsy, okay? We all have a platonic relationship with Whimsy the Frog.
Technically speaking, if the character is 2 characters in one, that's not gender fluid, that's referred to as dissociative identity disorder.
I think at this point, this isn't even a diagnosable thing. I think we're talking about a demon who's turning into a frog.
Whimsy can only heal,
I feel like we can safely
damage, etc,
separate this
etc.
from human being mental conditions. Maybe I'm oversimplifying things, but I feel like we're in our own territory now.
Maybe while they transform from damage, a kiss would also transform them, so on the off chance they do get kissed they transform, etc, etc.
So if a kiss randomly happens with no setup...
Why are we assuming that Whimsy is the curse, and not the victim? Whimsy was the original.
Okay.
Also cocaine lock lobbying, etc etc.
Whimsy does cocaine. But Hot Whimsy...
Hot version is just Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Is very opposed to drugs.
The sexy lady persona doesn't actually know she transforms into Whimsy, and doesn't remember anything that happens while she is. So every time she transforms back to the lady, she has absolutely no idea what happened and is very confused.
Yeah, we've already had cocaine, that's true.
Campaign derailed resulting in hot sex. Doug is shocked.
As long as we don't explicitly tell them to try to pork, we're gonna be okay.
You could make it so that Whimsy mode implies that they'll have a different skill set, so that it is practical combat used to be Whimsy. Alright, bye Doug, I love you, etc etc.
Oops.
Doug, I have an idea. The hot one could sometimes say sexy puns and Whimsy could make regular puns.
I like this. Like, they see the world like Pyro.
He wants to sell them an insurance in frog mode. But every time it's a different insurance.
What? Wants to sell insurance?
Before taking damage, she's a capitalist. And after taking damage, Whimsy is communist.
I don't know how much that would really come into play in the Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Make Whimsy really concerned about STDs.
Look, we're going to stray away from explicit sexual content.
There is
okay?
absolutely no traces of Whimsy left. Just a name. I guess I got what I asked for.
No,
sorta.
I feel like these are all pretty good, honestly. These are all good personality traits. We have like a clumsy, wacky, whimsy
should
character.
Be the baseline character, as 60% of chat voted for that voice, so it's
You're
clearly
right.
meant to be the main one.
Okay, it will start as Whimsy, but if he's hit, he transforms into the hot succubus villain.
I have a deep need for psycho Whimsy at the very least. Napoleon X sexy villain and aggressive denial by psycho Whimsy would be nice, but if you are a coward baby and that would be too much work, so I'm not as dead set on that.
Napoleon as a sexy villain would be funny, but we need Napoleon's voice.
Whimsy is depressed and trying their hardest to hide it, but it occasionally slips through.
Okay, so it looks like the first three... If people are happy with the first three of these, I think we drop all these in.
Make the hot version pretend like they are on the show The Hot Ones.
I like where your head's at, but I'm confused.
Is the girl Whimsy Whimsica?
Just Whimsy.
Hey Doug, can Whimsy be able to dance so I have a reason to spam dance frog, being that Whimsy is a literal frog?
Sure. Whimsy loves to dance.
Hey, these D&D streams made me use Hero Forge. I made a beg version of you in Hero Forge. You were purple/orange purple because of Twitch and orange for the bell pepper. Alright, bye Doug, I love you, etc etc.
I don't know what Hero Forge is, I don't think. Unless I'm totally blanking on it.
Just add Germa as the third character, etc etc.
Yeah, it's just very realistic. And it's like an isekai, so he like thinks he's just Germa and doesn't know why he's in a D&D
Isn't it
campaign.
infinitely funnier for the hot and competent character to be speaking out of a little funny frog in a whimsy voice, and a succubus reading whimsy bullshit? Etc etc.
The voices have got to stay the same. Is there anything else like we definitely need for these guys? Just general personality.
They are both very protective of each other, sort of codependent, and sees both sides as part of themselves.
Social. But Hot is very confident and seductive. Whereas Whimsy... Is this fine?
You're a real person. I always thought you were an I.
I feel like this is good, right? This is like our baseline. They're bubbly, social, outgoing, adventurous. I feel like that's been the vibe I've been seeing. But Hot's confident, seductive, Whimsy's nervous, self-deprecating, and clumsy and whatnot.
Doug, can we create new scenarios, and what is Vinny's role in the story? Also bald.
Like this way, they're people, right? But they do it in different ways. Hot is deeply afraid of frogs.
Hey Doug. Off topic, but what did you do? You upset Markiplier so much. I heard you ruined him and his whole.
Don't put it that way. Ugh. Look, this is a blood feud. Blood feuds often happen between content creators. I think that's good for now. Let's get some moves in. Moves! Ideally, these are somewhat similar between the two versions of Whimsy.
Clumsy, but he's a stone-cold killer. Like Evil Lady has never actually killed anyone, Whimsy is the one who kills all her enemies.
Dances at the enemy. Menacing.
You know, this is only slightly related, but I've always found the idea of shapeshifters having a true form kind of questionable. Like, think about it, if you'd have spent your entire life changing forms, would you really identify with just one?
I mean, if one of the forms was Whimsy the Frog, then yes, you would identify as the hot one. Actually, we could come up with, okay, what class is Napoleon going to be? Is he going to be... I assume he's not a healer. He would probably be a fighter, right? And our Ent is probably a fighter. Not like strictly that character, but, you know, goes in and is like fists fighting and is like more of a tank character, right? So we'd probably... Napoleon is a bard. Napoleon could be like a sorcerer, actually, like spellcasting. Basically what I'm saying, should Whimsy heal? Should Whimsy be a healer? Like, does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? If they're like this very like social character. Whimsy should be a tank. He shouldn't be a tank. He heals through the power of dance. Wait, like only one of them can heal? That's fucked. So they have to take damage to be able to heal the rest of their party. No, I think they should just be able to heal. That's gonna kill the party way too quick. Whimsy should be a sorcerer because of dragons. I think like Bard is good, or Paladin or something. But basically healing. It doesn't. We don't have to pick a D&D class. Just a general kind of archetype. Dance. Heal through the power of dance. I think that's a solid one that both of them could do. But like one is like a sexy dance, and the other is a whimsical dance. I don't know what exactly that means. Or I can just tweak what the style of healing is. Oh, it could be like you give one of them a kiss. You give a party member a kiss to heal if you're hot. Otherwise, you dance. I'll probably just leave it both as dancing. You know what is funny though? Okay, we're back. I don't know what the frick's going on with OBS, man. Well, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna call it for the day. We are having enough issues. Oh my god, did it just drop again? Doug got mad. No, I'm not mad. I'm just tired. And it doesn't help having OBS keep having dumb issues.
Someone suggested that the two personalities are in love. I like it, but I'd go further. They were two different people until they kissed or something, which triggered the curse. Ability pitch, request a kiss, restore a heart, whimsical kiss or a sexy kiss, ...
Okay. Charm. The enemy follows your orders for 3 turns. That is really cool because then they get to decide what goes on.
Smitten somehow charms an target to fall in love with him. But he also charms himself to the target.
Yeah, we can add they're also in love with it. Yeah, that's fun. Can we turn off pre-stream ads? I can't. I have to do pre-stream ads. It's
Hi,
that
Doug,
it's
this
that
is my
or I run
first
ads
stream
during
and I
my
wanted
stream.
to say I love your content and I am actually loving Whimsy. I think them being a healer would be awesome.
We'll make them our healer. Tell us the funny. No, you missed it.
One side is a better healer, the other half is a better tank. But they can both do both jobs, just not as well, etc, etc.
Okay, what do you think about polymorph? Transform an enemy into a frog.
Whimsy should use Disco Fu as his choice of fighting.
Or however many turns. We can figure it out.
Napoleon could be a summoner pet class type, summoning out various wacky soldiers to fight for him. If we wanted to get really complicated, we could make a summoned soldier controlled by the chat hive mind, though that might be too much.
Yeah, it's probably too much, but I like the idea. The enemy just becomes another
Well, I said this before. I forgot that I should have added context. But can we call Frog Whimsy Hot Whimsy and Succubus Whimsy not Whimsy?
How about just Whimsy and not Whimsy? Whimsy and hot Whimsy. Bad jokes.
To serve our international viewers, this donation has been translated into Spanish. Beso de la biblioteca. Biblioteca equals biblioteca.
Kiss of death.
Biblioteca equals se convierte en una biblioteca. O masamune invoco al tio biblioteca.
I like bad jokes. I think that's a good one. I don't want to do kissing for the reason I mentioned earlier.
Rename their move Pants Off Dance Off for Hot Whimsy. Alright, bye Doug, I love you. Whimsy tells really bad jokes to stun enemies.
Yeah. I saw that, which is why I put that in there. Anything else we want to pie toss?
If we do the summoner, you can do Twitch chat eye for what the chat hive mind summon would do.
We can. It's just coding wise, there's a lot that goes into this one. It's harder to just add pieces in. Yeah, shits himself, does nothing else. Oh, yeah, okay. Mega jump.
What if the third character is literally just Hi Doug, convinced they are the real Doug, desperately trying to survive being in a party with the other two and confused why they've Napoleon's voice?
That's a great one.
Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Okay, these are some good options, actually. I like these.
Napoleon should be the only character who knows this is a D&D game, and is metagamming unsuccessfully all the time with a sweaty min-maxed build, like Coffee Lock. He should also scream railroading when something he doesn't like happens. Alright,
yeah, I can
by
just have him
Doug, I love you.
complain to me. That's funny. Napoleon will break the fourth wall a lot. Okay, shits himself. I don't think we should have shits himself and nothing else. I'm putting this in, and I reserve the right to remove it if it stops being funny. That's like a first 20 minutes funny. That's not funny after 8 hours. If he's not doing interesting things and just shitting his pants.
What if Frog Whimsy is really confident about his looks, even though he's a toad, and Succubus Whimsy is really self-conscious about their looks, despite being a demon specifically designed to be hot?
Can I jam in bad jokes? Are you guys okay with that? Not many of you voted for it.
Whimsy needs gadgets and doohickeys. Mega Jump should be like spring shoes, with a cartoon bong sound effect. Love you. Also, both of them are hot, not just one.
Because this one, telling a bad joke is fun because the AI can do funny stuff with this. Like, this is a good one for the AI to have.
What if we do something where there's an aerial boss, each one being the former Dougs from the interview stream? The final boss, or the only one if you choose to do that, is Diarrhea Doug, etc, etc.
Yeah, so you're fighting an enemy that just shits himself. I think we got a character.
Shits himself is great. The Ent can eat it then and power up.
Wait, is that... Did we add that in? Oh god, we did. Dude, we can't... I don't think we can do this. You can't say cinema if we plan this. If I make a character that shits constantly and a character that eats shit, that's not cinema. If you put a child in the middle of the freeway and then you drive a car at him and you hit, that's not like cinema. That's, you set that up. You ran the child over. You guys are intentionally asking to have a situation where we have a character who just eats shit all the time. It's not cinematic. It's peak cinema. Speak for yourself. I reserve the right to remove it, but I'm gonna remove it. Okay, last up, I believe we have our character Whimsy. We're gonna do Napoleon. However, I am extremely tired. I'm gonna call it for today. Rapid fire, really quick, go, 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 of any ideas that I should do for Napoleon. Go. Summon soldiers, I think that's a cool one. Summon soldiers. So we have his image and his pic and his voice already.
Eating shit. It's like a metaphor for Hollywood.
French is
or
not a
something.
personality. Fine, I'll... Somebody said is not French. Oh, breaks the fourth wall.
Hey, that guy had a dream that some dude trapped us in a video game level and you were really fucking annoying.
That's what Napoleon will do. He can cheat
You were
by
aware that
re-rolling
movies in
other
cinema
rolls.
are written by writers.
Can cheat by demanding a re-roll of the die. He can only do it sometimes, but that is funny.
Can the bullywug bard be Napoleon? They look very similar. Maybe Napoleon reincarnated as the bullywug bard?
We gotta make Napoleon the TF2 spy, so he's just really out of place for no reason. Is a fan of Ludwig?
The move naming thing from the chess stream. Please, Doug, please, we love you, etc, etc.
Or does he hate Ludwig stream?
Napoleon should have an ability to cheat, letting the eye decide an outcome once per encounter. No limits. Alright, bye Doug, I love you.
Constantly talk about how tall he is. That's a good one. Favorite food is frog legs. Okay, that's a good idea. Sick B. Has seen Ludwig stream? We don't know his opinions on it yet.
Is playing a ridiculous self-insert, narrating his character's actions in third person, being a murder hobo edgelord, and other bad player archetypes.
I'm worried we already kind of have murder edgelord.
Napoleon should call the other party member his generals.
Yeah, refers to the other party members. That's a really good one. Okay. Dude, we have... this might be the most fucked up party we've come up with.
He hates British people for defeating him at the Battle of Waterloo.
Yeah, constantly complains about the Battle of Water. Constantly refers to everything as the battle. Of Waterloo. Talks to his imaginary friends.
He should be chugging wine at every possible instance, or maybe as a power-up.
Treats as his soldiers that he must rally.
Always
for
refers
battle.
to Waterloo but forgot what it was. Speaks everything as if he was narrating his own tale of adventure and woe. In the third person.
I don't want to do that because we already have the tree kind of as a narrator role. Femboy is not
Don't
really
forget
up.
about
This
how
doesn't.
Napoleon is well known for his tactical anal beads. You can't forget that important personality trait. Alright by Doug, I love
Tries
you.
to use everything he finds as tactical anal beads. I'm not putting this in, by the way.
He talks about his hometown in Corsica, etc., etc.
So ideally, personality stuff is less like he does this single thing, and it more opens up opportunities for him to do
He
funny
wears
stuff.
a
Like
fedora
it's a
all the
broad
time and
option.
hates washing himself or touching water. Alright by Doug, I love you.
Well, I mean, he's going to be doing that either way.
He is always trying to seduce the narrator.
When things go bad, he yells, "Rig."
Hemorrhoids.
Cool. All right.
Constantly
I feel like we got good
makes
ones.
French bread puns.
Summon soldiers to attack. They disappear after one
Should he
attack.
trying to secretly eat frog Whimsy? Like he is trying to cook him and Whimsy is just Bugs Bunnying it. Scrubbing himself with the carrot type of vibe.
I think we just leave it as favorite food is frog legs, and we see what they do. You know. Okay.
He tries to surrender after saying rigged.
Did Napoleon didn't? I know that's the joke about French people, but Napoleon didn't surrender much, did he? Like he was pretty badass, I think. I mean, he did at I know he did at Waterloo, but that's just losing. That's not like he's just proactively surrendering. He's like the counterpoint, right? He was a fucking badass. He never surrendered. At any rate, I don't know. Okay, okay. Hear me out. I think this could be funny. He refuses to surrender and says this constantly, even when no one is asking him to. Like he has a to the death attitude, particularly when it is not relevant. I don't think he should say victory at all costs, because that's our other character. But it is funny. If I tell him he'll say it way too much. If I tell him to do it at all, that's the problem. But that would be really funny. Okay,
He's
I think
prideful
we're
like
good.
Vegeta. He should be a summoner and be able to summon his grand army.
Yeah. Summon soldiers from Grand Army. Tell
Every
you what.
time Napoleon speaks, he should say that the scene before him reminds him of his past experience of.
Here you go. If this is a coin that
Warlord
has
was
me
a D&D
on two
class
sides.
that buffed and healed his allies, so he should have those abilities.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
He talks very smugly about every situation as if it was a chess match he's sure he's going to win.
If I flip this coin and it's on the orange side, 4 times in a
Napoleon's
row,
weakness
I'll make him a
is the
femboy.
bitter cold because of the Russian winters.
All right. Good luck, everybody. I really hope you get this.
Speaks really bad, highly stereotypical French, is a brilliant tactician but also
Well,
really
we had a good
dumb,
run.
and has an ability to bring in architects to change the setting. All right, bye Doug, I love you.
Photo... I would, but the map is too hard to change.
Should he be in denial?
Conceptually,
like,
that's
imagine
cool.
he isn't even French, he just found out he's secretly Russian or something and he's in deep denial about it and insists he's French.
I guess I'll leave the question marks. I think we have some good stuff to
How
work
many
on here.
gifted subs for Femboy?
No, it's not the amount of... It's not money. I feel like Napoleon should be moderately grounded
If
in
he
real
summons
Napoleon, because
soldiers and we are his
otherwise it
soldiers,
will
does
get
it
way
mean
too
you
off track.
randomly pick us to be in there?
Oh, that's actually pretty funny. Yeah, maybe we do that.
Railroaded is the D&D version of Yelling Rigged. Also, he could be role-playing as a version of him who is taller.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I think we've got an excellent Napoleon character. We've got an excellent Whimsy character. We've got a very excellent Spruce Lee character, who is still my favorite. I am going to call it here. I am really exhausted. This is actually a longer stream than I meant to be. But thanks for hanging out. This was very, very, very fun. I really hope I figure out the stream dropping thing. I'll look into that after this, and probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday, I think. As a reminder, there's a podcast that came out that we're just launched today that I think is great, and you should check it out if you're interested in me talking about things and stuff. Wow, things and stuff. Well, you can't search for it on Google. But just trust me. Oh, here. Just trust me. It's here. Wow, incredible. You've only been streaming for 17 minutes. Yeah, my OBS keeps crashing. This is like the 5th stream of the day, technically. I have the first 5K subs. Excellent. Sweet! Thanks so much! I appreciate it. Bye! Have a great rest of your night. Bye! Have a good one. Farewell!
Hey Doug,
Oh, God,
before
sorry.
we end, I've just hit a dope-ass idea. You've said it's a shame that there's no easy way you can get an
My
organ,
mouse is
but
already
you can always
clicked
donate it to a
when I lift
specific
it up, the
person.
stream ends.
You should look out for one of your fans that is crippled and donate one of your organs to clickbait it for title and views. Imagine the YouTube drama channel headlines.
Wait, okay. I'm pressing yes on the stop stream button. When I release the mouse, how would I find? That means I'm like stalking my viewers to find which ones are weak and have healthy organs that I can take. You've doomed. Don't end stream. Well, what? This
Doug.
No. Uh-oh. It's slipping, chat. You'll kill us all. Oh, actually, it is slipping. Hold on. Shit. All right, I am genuinely putting as much force as I can. It's like on this like angle now. It's slipping to the left. Uh-oh. Okay.